Y'all, welcome back to episode 7 of them things. Film study with Raph and Ajak. And we gonna cover a lot this week. This is our Thanksgiving episode. If you don't know that, Thanksgiving basically tomorrow as
Yep.
we are recording this. So I hope all y'all people have a blessed Thanksgiving. Let us
Eat
know what you're
all
thankful
that
for.
food.
Don't do all that. I mean, do all that, but like, make it reasonable. You feel me?
Well,
Make
it's
make sure
bulking
y'all
time.
leave in the comments what you thankful for and all that. You feel me?
Yep.
Let me know who you gonna root for in the NFL during those Thanksgiving games, which we're gonna cover. Same
We
thing with the
got rivalry
NBA,
week.
and then obviously for college football, if you don't know or you're living under a rock, it's rivalry week.
Go
So
blue.
we'll get into that eventually. But some other news, obviously, if you see what we wearing, we went to the Magic game, the Knicks Magic game. We're gonna cover that as we're gonna cover that. That will probably be our first thing we cover for the NBA stuff before we get into our actual teams. And then obviously we'll get into college football, which if you know if you saw our video, our YouTube video for the podcast, it says Wednesdays and Saturdays we have episodes. We go live basically. So on Saturday, we are planning, me and him, to go live during the Ohio State Michigan game. We won't show the game, like for the most part. We'll have the audio at least for the game, but we won't like actually show the game because of copyright and all that. But you'll see our live reactions. So that's probably the biggest news of the week, like regarding the channel. At least on my end, I don't know about him. So
I
if
mean,
you have anything,
for the most part, the first few episodes due to technical difficulties, they were lost, unfortunately. While also the data that was saved, I already posted and edited. Um, you guys can leave us feedback, really. We're always here to hear feedback. And then also, if you have any like suggestions on like what I could do as the title holder, because I have it like as an old banner. So if you know any, custom banner artists, send them our way, like send them their Instas or, socials or anything like that. We will appreciate it. But regarding the channel, yeah, every Wednesday and Saturday at 6:30 p.m., I'll be editing and posting the videos. So be on the lookout for that. We got the first one live today. I believe it was up a few minutes ago, but yeah, it'll be scheduled every Wednesday and Saturday at 6:30. So just be on the lookout for that.
stay tuned on socials as well. We have TikTok and Instagram currently. We're working on a couple other different social platforms, trying to see the engagement on how that will go. But right now we have TikTok and Instagram, which we're going to be posting on a lot more. So stay tuned on those for other news, especially like when we go, like if we go live or actually live streaming or when the another episode is about to post. So just stay locked in, stay tuned in. Now, like I said, this is our Thanksgiving episode. So obviously to get out the way, NFL recap and then preview. Now, recapping, I got scores right here. This was an interesting week, to say the least. This was an interesting week for NFL, in my opinion.
I mean, they already got the playoff picture a little bit up, so the fact that,
Yeah,
they got that up is, it's that time, boys.
yeah, it's
It's
about that time.
it's that time where, everything's on the line now, really. Like you can't be affording to lose a game anymore.
No, which to recap, Thursday night football. We both said Bills over the Texans, which that kind of went wrong. Texans 23, Bills 19, which I got a decent bit. of opinions on this,
Hmm?
but which I will say this. If y'all think Josh Allen should have won MVP over Lamar last year, y'all are stupid. Y'all are dumb. You feel me? That was a Mickey Mouse MVP if I ever saw one.
Mickey Mouse MVP is
They just gave it to
insane.
him. You feel me?
Mickey Mouse
They
MVP
said,
is
"Here, take
insane.
it."
Are
You
you
know,
telling me no? So you're
no,
okay, yes,
nah,
this
man.
season he's
You,
bad. Yes, this season he has a bad job. But you're telling me that whole last season with the incredible run.
he was not the best quarterback
Are you
of
for real right now?
last
I know
season.
you're a Ravens fan. I know you want to defend Lamar, but look at it statistically. You're really gonna make this up a
Lamar
Mickey.
had better
You're
stats
gonna
than
really
him
make this up
last
as a
year.
Mickey. Are you being for real?
Lamar had better stats than him
Oh
last
my
year.
God.
Lamar had better stats than him last year. Lamar was proven that he is the offense, bro.
Oh
We seen it
my
this year. We seen
God.
it every year Lamar has started for us. Lamar is the offense. If we don't have Lamar, we lose. Plain and simple. You can say the same thing about the Bills, but let's be honest. Lamar is more valuable because
All
of
you
his
doing is just
actual dual
talking.
threat
All
ability.
you just doing is just talking, brother.
Oh, but when Lamar gets sacked 8 times, oh, it's Lamar's fault. But when Josh Allen gets sacked 8 times a game, oh, Josh Allen needs help. And miss me with that, bro.
Bro,
Miss me with all that.
bro, this game is game, okay? Game is game.
It is, but if we're being honest, if we're being honest, you can't even lie. If Lamar has a game where he gets sacked 8 plus times, it's Lamar's fault. But when Josh Allen gets sacked like 8 plus times, oh, Josh Allen needs help.
Well,
That's
what do
my
you
biggest thing.
expect? You're old,
They
dude.
both had the same type
No,
of
because
offense.
because
They
here's
both
the
have a great running back to help them out.
but here's the thing though.
They both have great tight ends.
You're
They
the
both have the
Raven. No, because
same kind of
AJ,
receivers.
you're telling me, you are
Like, come
telling
on,
me.
man.
No. You are
They
telling
both have
me.
the same kind of old line.
Oh my God.
Difference is they both have like one defense is a little bit better than the other. That's the only difference. Other than that, it's the same kind of team. Like, what is there to argue? They don't have a clear cut number one receiver. Unlike the Ravens, they do have a clear cut number one. But even then, their
Even
clear
then,
cut
with that one
the
cut right
clear cut number
receiver,
one
y'all
receiver
still
is like
struggling a
is the
little bit.
same kind of. Even then, Bill's clear cut number one receiver is the same kind of receiver Zay Flowers is, just not a Pro Bowl type level. You know what I mean? So they are literally us, just like a little bit different in like quarterback and how they play. That's all that is. But I'm just tired of Lamar getting ridiculed like he not the best quarter. He's not one of the best, if not the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
The best?
Come on, man.
That's pushing it.
Come on, man. In the
That's
past two, three
pushing
years,
it.
maybe five
That's
years,
pushing it.
Lamar is probably the best quarterback in the NFL.
That's pushing it. That's pushing the
That
glaze to
ain't
a
pushing
whole
it.
other level. That's pushing the glaze to a whole other level.
I'm not glazing though. Pat Mahomes, he hasn't been the same ever since, was it that 2019,
Yeah,
2018, 2019? He
yeah.
has not really been the same. Josh Allen, he stays consistent. Don't get me wrong. But honestly, I feel like he's more of a tush push merchant than Jalen Hurts. You could fight me over that. Whatever. Joe Burrow, he hasn't been healthy for a full season ever since he came into the league.
But besides that Super Bowl,
Stafford's consistent, but like if
no.
he ain't
Here's the thing
there,
though. Joe
he
Burrow
ain't there.
before the whole injuries when they made it to the Super Bowl, he was healthy. He was
That's what I'm
healthy.
saying. But that's the thing. You can't go off that one season. You gotta take it as collective for the past 5 years. That's why I'm saying like Lamar has been proven that he's probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league for the past 5 seasons consistently when he's on the field. Like
You done yapping? You done yapping for your boy?
I ain't
You
I
done
ain't done
yapping?
yapping, but like at the same time we gotta move on.
Yeah, yeah.
Sunday, on the Sunday game, Chiefs 23, Colts 20. I think I called Chiefs on this one. He
Yeah.
called Colts. It was looking bad for the Chiefs at one point in this game,
Ref
but
bailout. Ref bailout. Should have been a
this was
holding
the
call. Should have
oh
been a
my
holding
goodness.
call. Should
I don't
have been
want
a
to hear
holding
that.
call.
You can call holding, you can call all that every play.
Should have been a
So
holding
keep it a
call.
spade, bruh. You can
Cause
call
no,
holding
no,
every
no,
play.
no, no. Should have been a
Don't say
holding call.
nah.
Should
Because
have been a
if
holding
you
call. You are telling me that all two of them did not hold on that last possession. You're telling me
no,
that
if it ain't called, it ain't happen.
I know you're. Oh my
If it ain't called, it ain't
God.
happen. Go back to
That
that Rams Saints playoff game. They ain't called PI. It didn't happen.
not,
Oh well.
why did you have to bring PTSD for Saints fans? Like why did you have to do that? Why
Like we can blame a bunch of different calls that weren't called. Oh well. It happens. You know what I
should have been
mean?
a
Like
holding call. Should have
there's
been a
literally
holding call.
holding. There's literally offsides. There's literally false starts. Almost every play that you replay, if you like slow it down. So you can't really argue, oh, that should have been holding. If
No,
you
I
call holding
can't.
every
Nah, here's
play,
why I can argue. No, no, here's why
you
I can
that's
argue.
the thing.
Because
If you're
here's the
going to
no, no,
call
no, no,
holding
no.
every
Aaron,
play,
Aaron.
you're going to slow the
Here's why
game.
I can argue. Here's why I can argue. Here's why I can argue. You're telling me, right? Danny Dimes, Jonathan Taylor, and the whole wide receiving core, they were moving. But then the moment that the Chiefs got the ball before, yeah, because they were still up before that whole field goal and that touchdown. You're telling me those last two possessions, there should have been holding an offensive PI on Travis Kelce and holding on Worthy. But did they call any of
No,
those? No, because you know why? It was a Mickey ring and because refs were paid. Dude, you are not. I'm
nah,
telling
bro.
you right now, those
No.
calls were yeah, if those calls were made, whole other whole other ball game. Colts would have won, and the Chiefs would have been eliminated, or at least been the chance of being eliminated would have been higher.
I mean, yeah, but that's literally a lot of different games in the NFL that happen. But even then, it's like my thing is with the Colts during those last couple drives, you went away from Jonathan Taylor a little bit.
Well, what are they supposed
If
to do?
you're being honest.
They were boxing it, so they were like, okay, let's throw it, and it was
Even
working.
then, like
It
even
was
then, we
working.
seen Jonathan Taylor have loaded boxes the whole year, and he's still getting 5+ yards every time, basically. So like, if you're going to throw like 3 times straight, basically, then like in a drive, and you go three and out, all especially those last like 3, 4 drives, then you're asking for like to lose there. You're not. You're making it easier for the defense to actually play defense because you're not giving your best guy on offense the ball.
Cause yeah,
You're
he
not trying
had
to disguise it at all. Like you're actually just making it easier. You're asking your receivers to have a tougher task because now all we're doing is playing coverage. That's
Because
all we
here's the
got to
thing though,
do.
right? Jonathan Taylor rushing yards was 58. He had 58 rushing yards.
That's probably his season. Probably his season low, I think, on the year.
It
If I'm
is
not
because he's
mistaken.
usually averaging up to 100.
That's what I'm saying. So like, especially those last 3 jobs, I get he's not rushing for how he always does. Don't get me wrong, I understand that. But like, if you abandon the run, especially late in the game when it's a close game, most of the time you're asking to lose because now you're trying to be one dimensional instead of actually being the spread out offense like the coach has been running for the past year and a half now. Like now that Jonathan Taylor's like really like fully healthy, you know what I mean? They've been running a spread kind of offense, which has been working because now it gives Jonathan Taylor a lot more freedom, a lot more room. But when you dial it down to like last couple of drives, now you're becoming one dimensional. You know what I mean? And that's the last time I think head coach was it Shane Steichen lost to the Chiefs was when he was with us, with the Eagles in the Super Bowl. So like he's seen what like needs to be changed. He's seen all those adjustments that needed to be made, but those last couple of drives were kind of reminiscent to me of like that Super Bowl because he played it just like how we played in the Super Bowl, which that's what infuriated me. Like I wanted in my heart, I really wanted the Colts to win, but like that's what really infuriated me.
Because
That's
I
the only
mean,
reason why,
here's the thing
like,
too, right? Because here's the thing
if
too.
that,
Looking at the coach schedule, right? The remaining schedule, right? Because right now they're first in the AFC South with an 8-3 record. Looking
yep.
at the remaining of their schedule, right? They play this week. They play the Texans. Next week they got the Jags. That following week they got Seattle. Then that following week they got 49ers. And then that following week they got the Jags again. And then to end their season, they play Texans.
I would say they win like so they probably win four out of those 6 games. I think. I think the two that realistically they can drop will probably be the Seattle game.
Yeah.
Seattle's, and then I would argue the Niner game as well. They realistically can drop that, but I wouldn't be surprised if they win. The other in division games, I I think both of the Texans matchup will be close, but I think Colts will win that. And then the Jaguar, for some reason, they struggle against the Jaguars a decent bit,
Because
like for
looking
the
at their
past couple of years.
standings, right, it
But
goes Indy, Jaguars, Houston, and Tennessee. But Tennessee's out of the picture because they're 1-10.
yeah, Tennessee is done, so
Houston is 6-5 right now, so they could
they're
probably,
like in the same boat as like Steelers,
yeah.
uh,
And then the
KC,
Jags,
Ravens, and all of them.
they're also 7-4. So technically
But
speaking,
realistically, do you really think the Jags have like a chance to make playoffs? Me personally, I don't think so. I think next year is the window. I don't think this year's the window just because they're missing a bunch of key guys, number one. Number
mhm,
two, I don't feel like that's a team that can compete for the playoffs right now, currently. Like
yeah.
regarding like all the other teams are in the hunt and like actual like have playoff seeding right now. I think Jaguars just probably one of the worst
Because look at
teams
this
like
though,
out of those playoff teams.
because their schedule is this week Tennessee, next week Indy, that following week New York. Yeah, they play the Jets. That following week they play the Broncos. Then it's Indy and then Tennessee. Tennessee to end their season. So technically speaking,
They can make playoffs, don't get me wrong, but I don't think this team, that Jaguars team, is like good enough to make it past like divisional if they make it past a wild card. Me personally, I don't think they have the enough like star power and or healthy enough to really keep it going, in my opinion.
I mean, let me check their injury roster since I know it's gonna be updated. Like who's out though? Because yeah, like with the roster, really, I still think everybody is like good because yeah, Taylor's healthy.
Like Ryan Thomas Jr., he's questionable almost every week, it feels like, but even then,
True.
he's not getting involved as he was his rookie season. Obviously, Travis Hunter, he's gone for the year. Trayvon Walker, he's questionable from week to week every time. So he's not always in.
But
Like
that's the
the
thing
back
though.
end, their secondaries like it's not playing as they should be. So it's like now it's easy. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like they're built for this year. Next year is that window, in my opinion.
But here's the thing though. Here's the thing though that you also gotta remember, right? Within that window, what would you say is that confidence of, hey, we have all of these moves, while also knowing that yes, they're a pretty young team, but their O-line is getting old. Like every besides
That's my biggest
yeah,
problem with that team. I think
besides like their main core, like corners, safeties, both big, yeah, both online and D line, they're both getting old. Besides everybody
yeah,
else still being young, my
linebackers are
issue,
fairly young enough. I would argue they need some better, like a true number one corner. I would argue that as well.
Anything,
Same thing with some better safeties
if
play.
anything, I say going this offseason, if I'm the Jags and I'm that whole organization, I would honestly go all guards. Like I would try to go like O line, D line maybe. Like I
O
would,
line, D line should be the first
yeah,
priority,
like I would
and
do
then
that.
I would say offensively, unless you're going with that split backfield with ETN and with the Tutton,
Yeah.
I think that's fine. And I
I
would
would go with
say
another, I would go with a back, I would go with
secondary
a
should be your second. After like O line, D line, secondary should be your biggest priority. I think linebackers are fine. Your edge rushers, I
they're
mean,
fine.
Hines, Al- Hines Allen and Trayvon Walker are very much
Yeah,
solid.
they're
That's a
fine.
great 1-2. But I would
I would go
argue
with another wide
interior.
receiver. I would go with another wide receiver. I would go with another wide
I
receiver.
wouldn't say I wouldn't think that only because you have BTJ will more than likely bounce right next year.
Yeah, he will.
Obviously, this year's a down year,
But
whatever.
Hunter,
Jacoby Myers, Jacoby Myers is a sleeper, but
he
he'll be
is.
great for
Which
them.
I'm shocked of why I understand why he's a sleeper because of the not drop passes, but because of he's not usually used that much on a deep threat. He's more of like that middle route.
He's more that slot kind of like
Yeah.
guy, which I like that. But like,
I know.
yeah, I think
I'm
on the teams
comfortable
he
with him.
played,
I'm
he
comfortable with him.
has to be the number one on teams he played for. Like Patriots, when they're like rebuilding, he had to be forced into that number one role. Raiders, like for the past couple of seasons, Devontae Adams, what once Devontae Adams got traded, it was like either Brock Bowers or Jacoby Myers. That's all you had to focus on. Same thing earlier this season, like Brock Bowers, Genty, or Jacoby Myers. But even then, Genty wasn't like how he was yet. Bowers is like injured for the most part, I think, for the first half of the season, and then it's just like Jacoby Myers show. But like even then, you're gonna double cover that. So like I would think next year a fully healthy Travis Hunter,
Yeah.
and then like coming back in that wide receiver room slash corner room, whatever.
I feel like
I
he's
think
more
that's
fit
fine.
for that wide receiver room. I feel like if we're
I
gonna
like him as a corner better, me personally, because wide receivers are a dime a dozen.
no, that's what
Wide
I'm
receivers
saying.
are a dime a dozen.
It's not a dozen. Well, also you got to remember, right? That footwork I feel like is more built for a wide receiver. Yes, he
I
got that.
wouldn't.
He still got that. He still got that corner eye and like he got that corner read. Well, also I just feel like personally, if you think about it with like that whole room, I feel like he's built for yeah, he's more built for that corner, yeah, corner, but also our receiver room because of the footwork. Build, yeah, he's a corner. Build,
I
yeah,
like him as a corner
yeah,
because like
corner,
if you
he's
think
built.
about it,
But the footwork, I can see as more as a wide receiver type footwork.
true. I just prefer him at a corner because we've seen wide receivers turn corner. We've seen Sherman, like Richard Sherman coming out. He was a wide receiver, but then he turned corner. Charles Woodson, Vontae Davis, I can go on. Like they were great wide receivers, don't get me wrong, but like
They
when
made
they
more
turned
of a name.
corner,
Yeah, they made more of a
they
name in that
made
corner.
huge jumps in their game. So I feel like if don't get me wrong, Travis Hunter as the two-way player, that's great. I love that for him. But as a corner, you're more valuable than you are a receiver, in
That's
my opinion.
that's true. No, that's true. That's true. That's true. I don't know. I just feel like going into this offseason for the Jags is going to be an interesting one because, yeah, the main priority is that, Trench is
O
better on
line,
the line
D
and
line,
D-line. Yeah.
and I would
Like,
say some more secondary help. Don't get me wrong, I like their
yeah,
secondary.
no,
They're
don't, like,
physical,
we're
but
Jags fans. We're not hating
they're
on you
number
guys.
one.
Like, we're
But
not
like,
hating
who's
on
your
you
number
boys.
one
It's just
corner?
more of like, you got to understand. Like, because he's a running back slash edge runner, right?
Running back slash Mike linebacker.
Yeah, and then I'm a wide receiver turned corner. So I know how, even though it was the high school level, I still know how it feels to transition. to having to know secondary plays, knowing secondary coverages, and then within that also, if you gotta be that secondary help, how it feels to, okay, where's the mindset at? Because most of the time, whenever you're like whenever you're in that mindset of, hey, we're here, 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 and here with their schemes, and you want to play a secondary position, you're gonna have to transition that whole playbook. And then since it's a
Yeah,
week by week, you never know the opponent switching out everything. So you might memorize the playbook, and then with memorizing that playbook, boom, a whole other new playbook is out. And you're still stuck in that week 4, week 5, but we're already in week like 9. So
yeah.
that's
If
why,
you
like,
play double, it's like
you,
that's the thing. Playing double, it's either you're playing a lot or you're not playing as much. Because the thing is, with playing like two different sides of the ball, your your usage in
gets
like the
short.
scheme, it's gonna vary depending on on like how you're used. So like if you're a running back, more than likely you're either going to play linebacker, like Mike linebacker, or safety if you're going to play defense.
Yeah,
That's just what it is. Because if you're a Mike linebacker, you have to mirror a running back. I mean, that's vice versa. If you're a running back, you have to mirror Mike linebacker, which most like Mike linebackers in today's game, they play running back at one point. Roquan Smith, Ray Lewis, like back then, he even said that he played running back before he transitioned to that Mike linebacker role. You know, so that's just what it is. Wide receivers and corners, I mean, that's a given. You know what I mean? That's really a given. But even then, like your snaps on both sides of the ball, unless you're the clear cut number one guy on one side, your snaps on the other side of the ball is
drop.
gonna
They're gonna
vary.
drop.
It's gonna vary depending on like how well you play in practice, how well you play in the scrimmages. So it just depends on the scheme and like what you're willing to actually go through and play with.
And also put your body on the line because
That is very much true.
college and the pros are two different things. Because with college, you're fighting for a name in the draft. That's what you're doing for. While in
Yeah.
the pros, you're fighting for a
To
slot.
keep your roster spot. Literally,
like,
just to keep your roster spot.
like
Because
you're
there are certain
fighting.
spots that aren't guaranteed.
They're
Just
really
because you
not.
the number one guy don't mean you can be
Look,
replaced.
wait. What's look at Tosh Gardner real quick. Look at Tosh Gardner. That man got he got no.
He was
It's
a clear cut number one. It's just the fact like Jets are a bad organization to go to,
not just
like
that.
in
Not
the
just that. You
middle of the
also have to
rebuild.
remember when he was going into the draft class, right? When he was going into the draft class, people
Clear cut
always
number
like
one
he
receiver,
was
corner.
yeah, he was gonna be number one, but that's the thing though. People were projecting he was gonna be a second round corner pick. He was gonna be like a middle second round, but no, he went first round. And then within that first round, he showed progressions of, hey, he's your number one, keep him, keep him. They kept him. He did
And
good,
look what happened.
but then
They
also
traded him.
not just traded, but also look at the injuries he went through. He
Yeah,
he went through so many rehab ankle injuries because of all that jumping. What do the Jets do? Instead of giving him better help, what do? Give him more reps, put him through more training, put him through more
that's
practice.
just the Jets for you.
Like,
That's just the Jets for you. Jets in a nutshell, dog. Like
they were overworking him, but now look at him with the Colts. He's a
he
number
doesn't
one.
have. He's the. I would argue it's him or Kenny Moore.
Yeah, like
Kenny Moore is the number
both of them
one,
are the
but
number
even then, they're both on the outside. I would
exactly.
argue you could put Kenny Moore in the slot and have Chargerius Ward on the outside. You know what I mean? They had three like really good
Like
corners right now.
the coach upgraded their the outside corners. Why? Because of progressions. Why?
Yeah,
Because of team organizations. So for everybody out there that's wondering why their team is pretty, sluggish or getting hurt with the injury bug, look at their trainers. Because don't get me wrong. Yes, it might be also be on the players, but 50 to like 70% of the time is on the trainers. It's on the trainers and knowing what they're doing because injuries are
yeah,
different. And
yeah.
since the injuries are different, trainers have to approach it differently. But since it's
Yeah.
getting closer to playoff week, injuries are they're gonna
If
be
you're injured, it's very much heightened on the field. If
like
you're a, if you're a first or second string, it's very much heightened on that field.
we're
Moving
we're
on.
praying for your boys, but like unfortunately,
Yeah,
like it sucks, it's football, it sucks, but
it's part of the game.
it's part of the game. Well, let's get back to the recap because
Moving on. Bears 31, Steelers 28. I'm happy as a Ravens fan, but non-biasly, I will say this. That was a good game through and through. Um, I would say Steelers, in my opinion, they've fallen off after starting off 4-1. And honestly, I didn't really see that much of a difference between Mason Rudolph and Aaron Rodgers this year
I feel like
within that game.
Aaron Rodgers should be the Steelers QB1 at all times. I'm sorry to say. I'm
Oh
sorry to
no,
say,
I don't argue that. I'm just
like
saying, me personally, in this game, like, granted, we'll see like the next game if Rodgers play, but in this game, I didn't really see much of a difference between QB play. But then, granted, I'm going off for the past couple weeks instead of the entirety of this season because right now Steelers are in that like slump, I would say, after
oh,
starting off 4-1. But this is a great win for the Bears. I think Bears have number one in the NFC North of my
they are with 8-3, they are, and then it goes Green Bay 7-3-1. Then it goes Detroit 7-4, and then Vikings. Unfortunately, Viking fans, you guys are eliminated probably maybe with you guys being
maybe
4-7.
if they yeah.
So
But Bears being this good, like in a 1 year turnaround, I would argue. I didn't expect it, but at the same time, I think that this is if Bears can keep this going, they very much can win this is the Bears division to lose right now.
they really
I
are.
would argue that. But
Especially as
I
especially
wouldn't be
now that
surprised if they
like
make the
even though
playoffs.
Caleb Williams he's showing progressions of
He's showing major progression, which
he's
shout out
showing
to Caleb
he,
because
I'm
the
just gonna
turnaround
say
from his
this.
rookie year to this year is
The O
great.
line. I'm blaming the O line for his last year's progression. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say. I'm blaming the.
Oh, but that's the thing. If you think about it, O-line's the same for the most part.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's the same. It's just the
I
grit
would
and grit.
blame coaching last year. He didn't have a stable coach last year.
So yeah, coaching the will for the Bears O line to actually protect Caleb this time rather than just letting him get sacked. And
I feel
also,
like that's just all coaching because at the same time, like we saw last year, especially on Thanksgiving Day, man, like was it Eberflus didn't even use a timeout, like, and instead of using a timeout and saving what 30 seconds, just threw like a Hail Mary. Use your timeouts, though. But like again, I would blame coaching more than actual O line. O line was steady last
that's what
year.
I'm
I think
saying.
it
That's what I'm
was
saying.
like there were
It's
certain games they
steady.
were good, and then there were certain games they were like decent. Yes, sacks will happen in any
Yes, no,
game.
but that's what I'm
Sacks
saying
will
though.
happen,
That's what I'm saying. Look at the
but
stacks
I
numbers
think
this
it's
year. Look at the
coaching.
stack numbers this year from last year. Last year, that was up in like the 20s to like 10s. Like it was up there. You would see like every drop back that Caleb will be doing. That boy will be getting pressure like there's no mercy. Look at this year. He actually has times to look at reads. He actually has times to like look around and scramble because if you look at his rushing yards also, they also went up because he has time to look around. Dropbacks are yeah, dropbacks are barely low. Like everything is there. It's just, that O line now actually giving him time. That's the
I
difference.
think it's just like scheme wise because they didn't really have like a set scheme all
Nobody
last
did.
year.
Like that whole
That
front
they
two.
didn't have a set scheme last year, so because like especially with the coaching change. So I think them having Ben Johnson that was great coaching pickup for them. So I think that's probably was really like helped like the whole team. The offense as a whole just like take a jump because
Yeah.
you're making it simpler for your young guys, and then obviously it's like you could put whoever like at running back.
Yeah.
Next game,
So yeah, Shadir, you this is basically your game. Yeah, this is your game for me of you're an actual good QB. Because granted, yeah, I didn't play QB, but I still know how to give QB criticism regarding the fact that I did have to play against QBs. It wasn't college level, but I still had to play against QBs to where, they wanted to be recruited. So show me that you are actually a QB that can make a name for themselves and people should put more respect in your name. That's what this game is for me, respectfully.
I can see it. Yeah, I can see that. I just feel like this is your chance to prove that you should have been starting over Dylan Gabriel from the jump. But again, we'll see. Cause I think Shador, me personally, I never said that I learned a lot from sitting on the bench. Me personally, I never said that. Uh, so again, with the shell coverages, I mean, Niners are going to play a lot of shell coverage because they don't want to get beat over top, like how the Raiders did on a couple plays. I mean, this game could go either way. Again, I think it will come down to the last possession just because of how good the Browns defense is, especially Myles Garrett. I think he's 5 sacks away of breaking the record,
He
if
is,
I'm not
yeah.
mistaken.
Yeah.
So, hey man, Purdy, you gonna Glock Purdy or whatever they call you over there? You might need to run for your life.
I mean,
Unless
you
he
got
lines up on this,
CMC.
unless he lines up on the same side as Trent Williams, you might need to run for your life.
I mean, you also got CMC, so CMC also might be he also might be an issue, which
True that.
that's what I'm saying. Like
But that's the thing. Browns got a great defense, man.
they
They
really
always
do.
have a good defense. It's just the offense is what really kills them. But
So that's why I'm
this is
saying,
gonna be one possession game by the end. Like until that last possession, it probably will be a one possession game,
yeah,
in my opinion. Moving on, Jags at Titans. I got Jags, but Titans have Titans have a chance
they
if
do.
they can if they showed as much heart as they did like last game versus the Seahawks, they have a chance.
I mean, okay, I'll say this. I'll say this. I'll say this because I do have to keep up with the Titans because of fantasy and other stuff. But besides bringing up fantasy, the reason why I keep up with the Titans is because of the running game. The running game I like to mirror whenever I'm playing college football. The way that they box everything and the way that they motion their tight end whenever they're getting ready to like do everything. I motion that because it's really good. You're getting a tight box and a block. You can, after that motion, you can go into a play action, maybe put that same tight end into like a double shell slant, or, they can do a lot. But my only concern is if you're gonna motion that, secondary or third tight end, know when to double team because I've seen that a lot with your running games, Titans. If you're gonna motion, that second or third tight end, you're gonna have a crack. You're gonna have a crack somewhere in that outside, wherever that tight end motion to, that outside leverage, you're gonna have a crack. And that's why you get beat a lot in the blitzes. That's why, like, whenever you're gonna do that, tell those double linemen to double so when you motion that run, you can know something you can do. I know this is offensive to you regarding that you played college football and all. It's just to me and like how I run in schemes, and you see me when I'm playing college football or Madden. I move that tight end because it's that motion of look, let's double box, and when we double box, we we can get that open leverage outside room, which that's what we always kind of sometimes want, depending on what we do. So that's why I'm like, Titans, if you're gonna do that, at least blitz somebody or like at least motion to where you can also go into a play action or a play fake. That's the reason why I keep up with them is because of the running backs. I didn't like they're always running back schemes are always fun to watch, and also that's my only thing. I know I kind of attacked you a little bit, Aaron. That's on me. It's just more of like if you're gonna motion and like, yeah, if you're gonna motion, at least know when to motion and like when you're motion that when to play action or when to double. That's my only thing. That's really it. Aaron, if you got anything to say, please do because you have more experience. It's just for me personally, I love the run game. That's really it. Really.
I mean, you ain't wrong. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, blocking schemes is different when you send a guy in motion, because now your blocking scheme changes, and it's simple fact. When you have a motion, especially on the run play, it tells a lot. 99% of the time, especially in NFL, if you motion and you're running, you're gonna run to the side you're motioning to. So it makes it a lot easier to crowd that side, which again, that's on the blocking. Again, the blocking scheme is gonna have to change, like when you motion. But at the same time, it's like even then, you can motion receivers, and that also gives a tell as well. Because that's the thing with running motion. You can tell a lot from running motion, whether you're in man or you're in zone, which is why I feel like Titans. It's good that you motion your tight ends on run plays, but at the same time, you're giving away which way you want to run half the time. Also, I would say it when you are running those kind of motions, unless it's a outside zone kind of play, cut it up inside if you see they're overloading on that outside to get outside leverage. Cut up inside, or if you have the patience to have, because you might have some pull blockers, right? You might have like a guard pulling. If he can get to that outside and have leverage on whoever's blitzing, you can stay outside and get to that next level. Because sometimes you might have a receiver upfield blocking that corner or safety, or it's just open field. So it depends if you're in a 3-2 formation or you're in 4-1, or just like whatever personnel you have out there. It just depends, especially on those schemes. If you have two tight end sets and you're motioning a tight end for like a run play, it all depends. But I think especially with how this team is, with that Jaguars team is, I would run inside the numbers, inside the tackles a lot more, because you don't want to have those edge rushers dictate this game both in the run game and in the pass game. You don't want to give them that. So if anything, I would run inside the tackles, but I wouldn't be surprised if they run some plays outside, but they bounce it back inside.
Which that's fair. That's fair, because that's the thing though. Like that's why I would love your running backs. The way that you progressing your running backs, don't get me wrong, it's not like what you had with King Henry and you know how he had that.
CJ2K,
Yeah, like he had all of
like
those. So like that's what I love. And Titans fans, don't like put
Claypool.
down in the comments. What do you feel about your running back game? Because they're all rookies also. Like that's one thing that's also good about your running backs. They're also all rookies. So they have a year or few to progress.
I think Tyjae
So
Spears is like a couple years in. They have Tony Pollard, who's a good veteran presence.
So like they're all and then they're also all under like 30, right? If I'm not
Yeah.
corrected. Yeah, they're all under
Mhm.
30. So like Titans fans, give us your opinions on like what you feel about your running game. Because you can do a whole lot off of the run. Don't get me wrong. You can throw and all, but if you can get
But
more
who's
into
running?
like no, that's what I'm saying. Like if you can transition him to like a play action running QB, I feel like next season for you guys have a bigger spark.
I
in my
mean,
opinion.
Cam is the gunslinger type, so I feel like Cam is more like that Aaron Rodgers type, where he's like the gunslinger,
Yeah. So
not
play
that like
action.
that really like. I mean, he's mobile. Don't get me wrong, he's a
Yeah, he
mobile,
is. That's what I'm saying.
but
Like
I think
if you can
he's the
progress
person that's
him.
slinging that thing.
Like if you can progress him to like, look for those middle inside slants or middle outside, like out the numbers pass. Don't make him throw out the across the body, but like if you can, like if he's a, like maybe look him like for the sidelines every now and then, maybe see if he can,
Probably like some crossers, maybe
yeah.
some quick outs, probably some like in breaking, like 10 to 15 yards if you really want it. You could hit like some curl routes and like some hitch routes. You can even have tight ends on like some option routes. You can
It's like
have
there's a whole lot you can do. There's a whole
there's
lot
a
that you
bunch of
can.
different route combinations of play action alone that you can run. It's just like if your run game isn't going all that well, it's kind of hard to set out a play action. But again, it's just the little details. But next game, Texans Colts. I have Texans, I think, but I
Mm,
wouldn't be surprised if Colts win this. I
here's
just trust that Texans defense.
That's what I
That's
was
my
gonna say.
main
That's what I
thing.
was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. I feel like because the way that the Texans run defense is, the way that they box everything, Taylor won't have time to get outside. Which I don't get
Will
me wrong.
Anderson, you had Daniil Hunter.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like don't get me wrong.
Yo,
If Daniel Dimes can get outside of that pocket and look outside and look up, they probably have a chance. Maybe the only
that's
reason
the
why
thing.
is because
Daniel Dimes got to be on point
yeah, the
because
middle
that
linebacker.
those
Those
corners and safeties are dangerous as well.
Like don't get me wrong, this team is basically of who can survive because they're both dealing with injury bugs as well. So it's more of who can survive really. It's just a yeah, that's what it is now. It's a grit, it's a battle of grit and survive. If you can survive,
Yeah,
you win. If you can't,
yeah,
well, too bad. I don't know what else to tell you.
yeah. Next game, Saints Dolphins. I got Dolphins. I don't trust that Saints squad to win another game for the rest of the year unless they're playing a team that's already in the playoffs. By the time week 18 comes, I don't trust them.
I don't with both of these games I really can't say much because
Yeah,
Dolphins, you guys let me down with Tua. That online is not doing what they need to do, even though you went heavy on that online. And then
not even that O
Saints,
line still the same as last year for the most part.
Saints, don't get me wrong, you guys are, getting up there with age, and also contracts are also up. So it's more of that
It's a lot.
organization.
Y'all got a lot to fix.
Yeah, it's that organization of who do you want to stay. So basically, Saints, the rest of this week is basically of who wants it more, really.
Yeah.
That's the whole mindset for everybody in that whole squad. That whole squad is who wants it more. Fight for that extension. Like
For your
low key,
stats. Fight for your stats so he can get some bonuses or a new contract.
like it's basically who
Get
like
yours, fam.
that's basically what it
Like
is.
go eat. Head hunt.
It's
If you're on
basically who
defense,
wants
head
to
hunt.
who wants money. That's really it, really. It says who wants money to be for real. Who wants
Yeah.
money?
Next game, Falcons, Jets. Uh I like Falcons. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Falcons. I was
I
thinking
can't
like
say
Jets
much for
can
either
win
of
this.
this.
I was thinking Jets have a chance, but I don't know. I think Falcons win that.
But this one,
Oh, Lord.
it's split down the middle. So
Yeah.
I don't got nothing. I really don't got nothing.
Next game, Rams, Panthers, Rams.
Rams.
Rams. Hey, Stafford put up at least 3 tuds. Stafford is having at least 3 tuds. I'm calling it now. Next game, Cardinals, Buccaneers. Ooh,
Ooh. This is a trap game for the Tampa. I'm sorry to say, trap game for
I'm
Tampa.
taking Tampa.
Because Tampa, looking at you guys' standings, right? Looking at where you guys are at, you
Plus,
guys
Jager's
are,
not playing this week too.
yeah. You guys are fourth. You guys are
This is
fourth
your
right now.
division to lose right now.
So you guys are fourth. And with Carolina, they're up there. They're not that far away. They're 6-6. You guys are 6-5. Yes,
If Panthers
granted,
lose and y'all win, y'all keep this division as like after this week
you
for
keep
now.
it. But if you lose, right, and you guys are playing who? You guys
We're
are
playing the
playing
Cardinals
the Cardinals.
this week.
The Cardinals, granted, they're 3-8, but within the division, right? They,
Cardinals are playing with nothing to lose right now.
yeah, honestly, yeah, and that's dangerous for a team. That's really
Yeah.
dangerous because now at this point, it's just of they're trying to be the breakup story, which to be fair with them, I'm not even mad about. Like, break storylines, break storylines,
Yeah. Next game, Vikings Seahawks. I have Seattle with this game.
I
I think JSN might go. JSN's going over 100 this game, I think.
for
And
how
he's going to
bad
be another step closer to that receiving yards record.
for
I
how
just
bad, I want to go with my Michigan boy JJ because we do play Ohio State. JJ, don't get me wrong, I still have trust in you. It's just unfortunately I gotta go with Seattle. It's not on you. It's just more on
the team as
can
a whole.
like can you progress? Can you progress to where you were with the Michigan boys? Because granted, yeah, it was just a run. We had other weapons with us, which we all scattered away. But it's just like, can you keep that Michigan title fight of we never back down. We never back down. We come back stronger. Like, can you bring that same mentality, please? Please, brother, because this is disgraceful. This is disgraceful for every Michigan QB before you. Like, this is pretty disgraceful. Don't get me wrong. You're every that whole team is banged up, but still, you're like you. I understand you had a bunch of pressure because of Tom and everybody else that came before you, but even then, they had a rocky start, like with their first few weeks, but then
Yeah.
came back.
Yeah.
You have not shown that Michigan fight that you had, you know, even that year that we didn't make it to the 92, that comeback year that we had to do, where we got caught with the whole scandal. Before that scandal, that following year, you showed progressions of, look, I can be a top tier NFL QB. I can make the reads. I can make everything that I need to do. And granted, was it against the same thing type Michigan team that we have now, freshmen, maybe, but they still had CJ. They still had, their top three key wide receivers. That whole right defense still had that, top tier everything. And you bought out. You bought
Yeah.
out. You had the whole scheme under your playbook. Everybody had faith in you. But now it's just like, dude, come on. Come on. Unless you're gonna do what you did with the Michigan, prove me wrong then. Prove me wrong. But
Different
till
game.
then,
Different game.
like, come on, man.
Different kind of game, though.
Come on.
Different game. College is not NFL.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, that's why, like, I'm a little like up and down with like the trust that I have on like who he is. Don't like that's what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. Unless he did what he did with Michigan from, showing us that he needed time to progress and show off when games were important, okay, brother, please do. But if it's just, he's just there because he's proud, brother, give someone else reps. Give somebody else reps then. Just give somebody
We'll
else
see. We'll
reps.
see if he plays because he's questionable for this game.
Yeah, concussion protocol.
Yeah. Next game, Raiders Chargers. Chargers. Let's move on.
Bills Steelers. Bills
As a
Steelers.
Steelers hater, Bills Mafia. Let's stand up. You feel me? As a Steelers hater, Bills. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's get this going. Hey, come on.
Honestly, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Because, yeah, Steelers, right?
I don't care. Let's come on, Bills. Let's win this. I'm rooting for you.
Mm, ooh, it's a trap game for both. Ooh, it's a trap
I
game
mean,
for
it is,
both.
but I trust Bills more than that Steelers squad.
Ooh,
There, that defense for the Steelers has been the worst defense like since like I think was it for a long time. I'm pretty sure
I
that's
don't
like the
know.
worst defense they had for the longest time.
I
So
don't know.
hey,
I
Josh
don't know.
Allen, let's eat one. You feel me? Josh Allen, let's eat one.
I
This
don't
is the
know.
only time I'm rooting for you.
I
Let's
don't
eat
know.
one.
I don't know. I don't know. Because yeah, looking at the standings, Buffalo 7-4, Steelers 6-5. So basically, whoever wins this, they're moving up. They're moving up or down. So
And we
like
want
it's
Steelers to move down. Come on, Bills. Let's eat one. Let's eat one. And then Sunday night, Broncos Commanders.
Broncos.
Broncos.
That
No,
bull, I'm on that
no,
bull train. That bull
none,
train, I'm
not
in. And
what's
that bull,
understood don't
hey,
need to
hey,
be
Bronco
explained,
fans,
bro.
you convince me. Bronco
What's
fans, you convince
understood
me.
don't need to be explained. Let's move on. I mean, we can move on from this next one because it's Giants Patriots. Come on, Patriots, let's go. Patriots, let's
Mm,
go. Patriots, let's go, man. I
I
trust
don't know.
Patriots.
I don't know.
I
I don't.
trust Patriots as a whole more than that Giants team.
Mm. Hey, we'll just because I have faith that somehow in some way those are champion for the Patriots.
Yeah. Now that we previewed this week for the NFL, we gonna move in to NBA. Now, as you can see, we both wearing Magic, and if you didn't know, we went to that Magic Knicks game, which that was a fire game to go
Oh,
to.
dude,
It was close until that
dude.
fourth quarter. By the time that fourth quarter came through, Magic ran through with that drum.
I'm not gonna lie with you boys, New York fans. I know you guys are gonna be in these comments. Hey, New York fans, I'm a Warriors fan. You can attack me all you want. You can attack me all you want. I do not care. New York fans, listen strong and come up close. New York fans, I hate your organization. I hate your coaching staff. I hate Mac Brown. Hey, Brunson, I hate you. Hey, OG, I hate you. Even though I love you, I hate you right now. Hey, Miles, I hate you. Hey, quickly. I don't know why he didn't. I mean, quickly's not there anymore, but I don't know, Knicks. I don't know why you got rid of him. He was your perfect two-way starter for you guys. But hey, New York, you suck. Okay, you guys are not ever there. All right, attack me all you want. I do not care. New York, I'm coming for your throats. Pause, but I do not care for you guys. You guys suck.
Paul. Yeah, that next game was a good game. Brunson went off. I mean, yeah, Brunson went off. Cat didn't get going till that second half of the game. I mean, Miles Bridges or Mikael Bridges, my bad. He did good. Off the bench, Jordan Clarkson did his thing. I mean, Josh Hart did. He played well. I mean, he got into foul trouble though.
Hey, time out. Broncos. You know how I was saying I was in that, Broncos train?
Mm-hmm.
You guys extended Malcolm Rich with a 29.25 million contract extension.
There
Just
you
reported
go.
8 minutes ago. So Broncos, whatever you guys are doing, eat,
He,
eat.
I
I love
mean,
it. I love it.
yeah, and then like Magic, they played well. That their top guys like played like top guys. Franz 37 of them things. Desmond Bain he had 27. Suggs 26. I mean Wendell did his thing. Off the bench, Anthony Black did his thing. You know what I mean? Like the whole squad did their thing that
They
entire
ate.
game.
They ate. My boy Jonathan Isaac. My
He did
big boy
well.
Jonathan Isaac out there eating
He
too.
played well. Oh my Lord, he played well. But yeah, man,
Ah.
we went to that game. We posted after the end of every quarter. We posted post game, pre game. You know what I mean? So that was a good game to watch. That game was lit, man. That whole the whole arena was lit. It was filled with Knicks fans. It was filled with Magic fans. You definitely felt playoff energy
Oh,
in
that
that
whole
game.
energy was just
So like
fun.
that was fire. I mean, looking at the NBA as a whole now, though, the East,
It's up
hey,
there. It's up
the
there.
East is up there, but like right now, Detroit looking,
Ha ha
they
ha.
looking tough. Detroit looking tough. Toronto's up there.
Oh yeah, my boy
You still
quickly
got
is not getting
Miami.
cleats.
You still got Miami, who's
Oh my
looking
cat.
tough.
Hey, real
Cavs are
quick.
doing fairly decent. Not
I
in
just
one of
figured
the
out I
top
just
leagues,
figured out
but
three things. Cavs fans, come together. Come together real quick. We got Garland. Okay. We got Garland on a day-to-day toe injury. Allen is gonna miss 2 months because of a back strain again, which aggravated again. Mobley, he's on a day-to-day injury, which is good. Hunter, he's out to miss 2 to 3 weeks to an ankle extension injury, which sucks, but speedy recovery for them. So basically, all the rotational players, brothers, y'all gotta step up. Y'all really like this is your moment to show that you guys deserve an extension. Or you guys like whenever playoff time comes around, this is your shine. Yeah, this is your time to shine and show us that you deserve to be paid. Because don't get me wrong, if I still had the recordings, I was on you guys a little bit. I was on you guys. I was 50-50 with you guys. But now this is a chance for you guys to really show me someone that I've been loving the progression of this team of you guys deserve to play. Granted, because you guys play nearly every day, I can't watch you boys. But the moments that I do get to watch you guys, show me why you deserve to eat and show me why the deals that you got was necessary. Please, because our starters are gone and then two key rotational players are gone. So if you want to be still known as a Cav and still be probably hanged up in this new room, show me why you deserve to be hanged. Just show me.
okay, okay. I mean, hey, kudos to y'all. Y'all playing well right now.
We are.
I mean, obviously we tapped in with the Magic. So right now, Magic are 7. They're in that play. They're in the play-in. If season ended today, they're in the play, which
I'm not
I
even
would
mad.
say is surprising, but at the same time, it is because I expected a jump. But then again, Paulo's not there. They've been playing some games without Goga and without Wendell.
Window came back yesterday.
But yeah, Wendell did come back yesterday. But like, and speaking of yesterday, that boy Anthony Black. Oh my Lord, I've been waiting for this. I've been he knows I've been waiting for that boy Anthony Black
Hey,
to go off for a game, and that's what he did.
cause
Oh
yeah,
my Lord.
yeah,
Anthony
Desmond
Black,
Bain, 15, Suggs 4, Wagner
Lonzo
21,
21.
De
That
Silva
boy
10,
that boy
Carter,
Anthony Black.
Anthony Black 31.
Oh my Lord. And he shot 4 for 6 from three, man. What have I been saying? If he gets a consistent three ball, he putting up at least 20 every game. Oh my Lord. This is the game I wanted to see from that boy Anthony Black. He was nice, bro.
Hey, my boy Maxi though. Don't hey Sixers fans also. Don't get me wrong. I'm not tapped in with you guys
I
anymore,
am. I
but
am.
I only follow Maxi because that boy knows how to progress the floor. Like that's the only reason why I vibe with you guys. I
He a
love
good
your
scoring guard.
like he got 20. So that's the only reason why I really vibe with you guys. It's just because of Maxi. That boy Maxi is someone that is like progressing very well with you guys.
I mean, Maxie
Yes,
was the only like star guy that was playing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, cause like he did his thing. He had cool 20. He had Justin Edwards with 13. He had Barlow with 11. Yeah, Eric Gordon, old self, off the bench with 10. You had Jared McCain like with 15, but like that's the thing. Most of their guys are injured. Paul George is out.
which
VJ
that's
is
wild.
out.
Hey, my
VJ
boy
is
VJ
out.
needs to come back. I love his
Embiid's
days.
out. I mean, Embiid's out. So whatever.
Yeah,
But like, you know what I mean? So like again, Sixers, a fully healthy Sixers team is scary.
they are.
Fully healthy.
They are.
Y'all aren't healthy right now, so it is what it is. So there's that for them. I mean, hey, y'all know I'm a Thunder fan. And I did say we might lose one or two games this month. I think this our second loss of the season might come tonight
Nah,
versus the Timberwolves.
and playing,
I said might.
yeah, because yeah, and playing. Rudy is still out. Joe is a little bit out with an ankle injury, so he's
Yeah, so
questionable.
like it might happen, it might not. But I think we're gonna come out with this month like maybe one or two games lost. Maybe like one game lost. Which that's what I predicted for this month. You feel me? So we'll see. Um, but yeah, man, my Thunder, they look good, man. We've been playing lights out. J Dub not even back yet, I'm pretty sure.
This
So
might be a
like
win for my Warriors because KD is not playing. Uh,
yeah, but you know who gonna be on Steph though. We all know who gonna be on Steph. That's gonna be a tough matchup for Steph. Don't get me wrong.
what top matchup, brother?
You can't
Every time
even lie. Amen Thompson is probably one of the best perimeter defenders in the league right now. You can't even lie about that.
he's up there. Yes, no, he's up there.
That's what
It,
I'm saying. It's going to be a tough matchup only because of Thompson's height and the simple fact, like, he's like fair, he's well sounded on defense. But we'll see. You never
we'll
know.
see. It's just I'm just glad that mentally we're getting back to our days. Because once again, don't get me wrong, right? I might sound like I'm hating too much on my boys because of everything for how we progress, how we coach, and all that. No, I'm happy. Like I'm really, really happy with everything that we've done. I'm happy that we're getting back to our winning days because we finally stopped our losing streak. Like I'm happy. Everything is there. Everything is coming back. Everything is here. It's just now more of where does the commitment of yeah, where's the commitment of keeping this train going? Like that's where my mindset of questioning is like, okay, where do we go back to our flow state? Because we got Green back, we got Al back. Kaminga is questionable. But yeah, we got Moody back, we got Green back, we got Al back. Curry is back to his days. Paul is back to his days. Like everybody's back to what they're doing. Granted, yes, we're still missing Kaminga and we're still missing a few other key rotations. But besides that, our starting lineup of who we have, they're playing who they need to play. They're guarding who needed to play. They're hustling who needs to hustle. It's just more of the rotation of the bench. We always had a good bench stars no matter what. It's just now, where do you guys sit of we are firm here 24/7. We don't back down, we don't question nothing, we're just firm. Where does that align with us now? Because, granted, yes, we had that bad losing streak because of injuries per se and how we had bad shooting numbers. But even with those bad shooting numbers, I'm still having that faith of look, we progress 24/7. We come back stronger. Curry, yes, he's up there with age, but within that age, he's still showing that he loves the game. He's not how he was back then where he'd just be yelling. No, he's actually helping us progress. He's actually coaching us. We're actually getting joyful Curry, not pissed off Curry, which is happy to see happy Curry. Granted, yes, it would be happy to see pissed off Curry so we can get runs, but better Curry is more better because it helps to show teams. Because since he's our captain, it shows that, hey, our captain is enjoying playing ball. So since he's enjoying playing ball, let's help him enjoy it much longer.
Yeah, yeah, no. So like that's what's really going on in the NBA. We keep up with the league, but we usually keep up with mostly our teams. It's a bit different than the NFL. We gotta keep with everything in the NFL. Uh, yeah, man. So like that's all we got for the NBA, unless you got something else.
I really don't. Right now, media is fine.
Yeah.
Coaching, it's fine. That's all good. Everything is good.
Yep.
Granted, the whole job thing, but I'm not gonna go back into that whole job rant, even
No,
though current
we could table that.
like
Moving on to college football
go
again.
blue, go blue. Oh yeah,
I don't know. We are Penn State out here, out of here. I
go
don't care.
blue,
I don't care.
go blue.
If you don't know, this is rivalry week. You feel me?
Ah, 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 ah.
And also, we want to say that we probably might go live this Saturday during that Michigan and Ohio State game. We might go live, we might not, but we'll definitely post a little bit because he's a Michigan fan. Obviously, I'm not. I'm a Penn State guy.
We got a friend who's an Ohio State fan, which,
I'm gonna be
uh,
neutral. More than like we're gonna have like a kind of a watch party kind of thing. I'm gonna be neutral. I just want good ball play. Truthfully, that's all I'm looking for. But I prefer Ohio State to win. Because
uh,
this is this is because when I was at Penn State, I hated y'all, man. Y'all were our biggest roadblocks to the natty, man.
But what did you expect?
I hated y'all with a
What did you
passion.
expect? We always progress players no matter what.
Now, because this is when y'all had Harbaugh. That's
Yeah,
why I
no, that's what
hated
I'm
y'all.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That whole Harbaugh tenure, we progressed players like there
I
was no
hated y'all
tomorrow.
like a mug, bro.
We
Oh, I
progressed
hated
players.
y'all,
We
man.
progressed players because you know why? Because we knew we're in the Big Ten. We had to represent. We had to
But
show
like
out.
that's the thing. We had to especially that 1 year. If we didn't lose to y'all, like in the regular season, basically, we would have been in the CFP and we would have been running through that playoffs, man. But that one game we lost to y'all, because granted we also lost to Ohio State earlier in that year.
But
If we
Ohio State
didn't
was
lose to
already still
y'all,
banged up. That's the thing. That when you guys played them, they were already banged up. They already
yeah,
were. Like they were
so
already
it's
banged up.
whatever. But man, I'm gonna be mostly neutral. If anything, obviously, if you know me, I watch a run for college. I watch a lot of running backs a lot more. So I'm hoping a good showing from both of the running backs. Uh, again, I prefer Ohio State to win over Michigan,
Go
but
blue.
I just want a good game all around.
I mean, it's the game. So what did you expect? It's the
I
game.
just want a good game all around. I think if anything, it'll probably be within one or two possessions. I just
Oh,
want,
I already know.
I just prefer
Hey,
Ohio State to win because I hate
Ohio State
Michigan.
head coach,
I hate
brother.
Ohio State as well, but I can't stand Michigan fans. Like y'all
Hey,
are delusional sometimes.
Ohio
Some
State
some of
coach,
y'all are.
brother, I'm letting you know now. I'm letting you know now. It don't matter if you get a natty this year or not. Try to snap this, losing streak against my boys, or there goes the head firing coach. I'm sorry to say, because no, don't get me wrong. He's no, you look at me now and look at me straight. You're telling me that through his whole tenure, he has not been able to get one game against us. And within those years, yeah, granted he got the natty, but that's what I'm saying. He's probably gonna because we've had the chance to, have their name for the past few years because of what they're doing with coaching. So granted, if he messes up this game, there goes their number one seed. There goes their winning streak. There goes their chances of probably going to the Natty Hot. because this is like rivalry week. So rivalry week, committee's gonna be looking at it. And since we're right there also at 9-2, with us being ranked 15, this game might push us up to be where we can be up there in the bowl. Like we don't have to go to bowl games. We can actually be competitive for college football. Like we can be in that playoff tournament. So granted, this is literally. So yeah, within my own eyes, I really can't say much to the whole, Cleveland organization and Shador because don't get me wrong, that man knows how to progress. That man knows how to read. It's just in my eyes because I didn't keep up that much with the whole Colorado years that he had, and then also like what he does as a QB. I don't got much to say. It's not that I'm hating because don't get me wrong, I don't hate. Like that boy actually shows like he has signs to be their actual QB1 going into his turn. It's just in my eyes, I don't know. No, like it's no hatred or it's me not understanding what's going on. No, it's just me not seeing it in my own eyes as a I guess casual to the Cleveland fan base of I don't know your schemes. Like I don't know any of your coaches. I don't know anybody. So because of that, I really can't really give my own thoughts. That's why like most of the time I stay quiet whenever we're talking about Cleveland because I don't know. When it comes to the Cavs, yeah, I can give my feedback because I know that roster. But to their football team, I really can't. So Cleveland fans, hey, your Browns, give me some intel in the comments. Okay, give me some intel because I don't know much. I really don't. Which might seem like a bad thing because I need to know everything about the whole team. It's just because ever since the Baker Mayfield season, in my eyes and through the media eyes, you guys have been irrelevant, which I know it's probably a bad thing in my opinion, as someone
You
that loves,
really have. The only
yeah,
thing that made him relevant was Miles Garrett
yeah,
or
like
Denzel Ward, but that's the thing, like especially this game, if you got Miles Garrett being like, "Hey," like if you got him like jumping out
excited, yeah. If
his
he's,
seat,
I guess,
like
yeah,
he looking like energized on that sideline, you got yourselves one. Like you truly got yourselves one. Now Miles Garrett has acted like that with whatever quarterback, but like that was like with how Shador was playing that game, like he was very much under control. He looked like he belonged. I mean,
and then don't get me
especially with his
wrong, I'm
dad in
seeing like
attendance.
looking
Like,
at the stats too, looking like you looking at the completion rates and looking at the targets. He looked
yeah,
like he has a good connection with like everybody in that team. Like, don't get me
yeah.
wrong.
I
Like,
mean,
Spear, like,
that
yeah,
interception was kind of like up there. Don't get me wrong, but other than that, if you take the interception away,
yeah,
he only got
because
sacked.
looking at everything, yeah, looking like
He only
all the
got sacked like one
receivers,
time or something like that. But
everybody,
like,
yeah, they're like the main core
solid.
receivers, they got the yards up than 20 yards. And then even looking at their longest passes, yeah, everybody's up there, like for longest passes, they're up there. And then yards per catch, everybody's up there. So yeah, it looks like he got like a good connection. So you guys do kind of look like you guys got another Baker Mayfield on your hands. Is it?
Which that's
It's
gonna
a good
be
thing. It's a
that's
good
gonna
thing.
be a good thing. But again, we're gonna have to look at this hindsightly
Exactly.
when Deshaun Watson comes back. You know, what's that gonna look like? Because he's still on that like guaranteed deal or whatever, that fully guaranteed deal or whatever. You know what I mean? So, what's that gonna look like when he comes back? Me personally, I'm gonna try to get Deshaun Watson off my books, and I'm keeping with like the two guys in Shador and Dylan Gabriel, or I keep one of them. Which me personally, I'm keeping Shador, but who knows when we get there? You feel me?
We'll just have to wait and find out, really. We really have to wait and find out.
Next game, Falcons 24, Saints 10. I mean, Penix is out for the year. His third ACL tear, which prayers up for him. Kirk
Kirk
Cousins didn't look
Cousins,
bad. He didn't look bad. He didn't look the greatest, but he balled. That's for sure. He made sure he balled out. with 199, two tuds, and one pick. I mean, that's fine. Bijan
He
was
ate.
solid. Tyler Algier was solid as well for the carries he got. No Drake London. Keep that
So
in mind. But the ball was spread around
it
evenly for the most
was.
part.
It was.
So that was a great win for the Falcons. They definitely needed that. Um,
Saints. I
there's
can't
not
say
really much.
much.
Not really much I can say about the Saints.
There's really not. Which Saints
I will.
fans, real quick, my bad for interrupting you. Saints fans, this is also a team where I'm like off and on because I have a friend who's a big Saints fan. He's from New Orleans, which also is like, I'm off and on with their media, but also Saints fans. Because looking at this, I know your defensive coordinator is on the hot seat. If you guys were the owner and the GM, write down some names of DCs you guys want running your team. Because don't get me wrong, you got a good solid corner lineup. You got a solid D line. But also it's just the plays that you guys are running up. Because looking at the scoring breakdown, right? Looking at the scoring breakdown, you guys knew what you guys were doing on defense. Because first quarter, you hold the Falcons to a field goal. Second quarter, you hold them to just 13 points. Usually that's like a quarter where teams have to pop off depending on how they do in the first quarter. So you guys were able to hold them to 13. And then that second half, the third quarter, you were able to hold them to just a goose egg. And then that fourth quarter, you were just able to give them 8. So you guys have a good defense. It's just the schemes that you guys are running. If you guys were the DC, knowing like, you guys have all these second years, third years, you have rookies, but they're on the practice in the practice squad. Well, you guys are just doing starting up second years and third years. So if you guys were the DC and you guys were able to run plays, give us, what type of schemes you wanted to be run more, or like if you could hire anybody, give us some names. Because once again, we know it like we know what is need to be done for you guys because you guys know how to properly break it down. But if you guys could call the plays, give us what type of base you want to run or foundation you want to run down in the comments because it'll be interesting to know, knowing that your whole squad is 2 years and 3 years. So like that's really all I have to really say because it's a team that I am having to get into because trades are getting no free agency is getting there, and you guys do have a bunch of 2 years that my Eagles could use. No offense, Saints, but we could use some of your free safeties that are in that 1 year. So just letting you guys know. But hey, yeah, no, just let me know down in the comments for the both of us what type of schemes and bases you guys would like to see more next year?
Uh, I would say, I mean, that whole like organization right now is kind of up there anyway. Like, besides Kellen Moore, I would say, besides Kellen Moore, OC and DC is up there. I mean, personnel wise, like y'all, it's like I wouldn't say bad, but like I wouldn't say good, but they're not decent. That's the
That's what
problem.
I'm saying. Like that's why
Like your only bright spots are like, I mean, technically your rookie QB, which I still think y'all reached on him. Y'all should not have taken him. Me personally, y'all should have taken like someone else. Uh, Kamara, he's a good spot for y'all, but like again, he's getting up there. He just got injured this game. That's why he didn't play as many snaps. Chris Olave, solid.
right,
Jawan Johnson's a solid guy. I mean, Taysom Hill's
contracts.
solid, but he's getting up there in age as well. And defensively, is like y'all are old, dog. Y'all are getting
That's why
old.
I'm saying
Mario
like
Davis is getting old. Cam Jordan is up there.
That's why
Um,
it's like if you guys
Justin
could,
Reed, he's
right.
solid, but he's slowly getting up there as well.
Everybody's getting up there, which sucks, because like that's what I'm saying. You guys knew how to you know how to keep Kurt under pressure. You know when to blitz properly. You know when
But even
to.
then, Kirk under pressure, he was firing at John like crazy. Like he was still doing fairly well. So it's just a personnel thing, in my opinion. Like for both coaching and like on the field is personnel. I wouldn't change the scheme. Your scheme is fine. It's just personnel. Plain blank. Plain blank period. That's all that is. Next game. Cowboys 24, Eagles 21.
Hey, nah, real
Um
quick. Howie, time to get the boot for our OC. Time to give him the boot. Listen. Eagles fans out there. It might sound like, yeah, some of us might like him, but some of us might hate him. I'm in the train to just get rid of him completely. Because don't get me wrong. I tried to keep my peace. I tried to keep my calm. I even give them the like because we're in week 12. I give them until week 5 to 6 to see like what's his actual like plan scheme. Yes, I give them up to that timeline. It might sound crazy, but I did it like that because you
that's
know
very
why?
much crazy.
I was like, okay, let me see what he can actually do with these rosters, and let me see what he can actually do with the media being on his tail. Because don't get me wrong, yes, the players are under fire because of, oh, we're not doing this, we're not doing this. What can we do really? Because yes, we can audible as many times as we want, and we can, change up the schemes as many times as we want. But at the same time, who do we gotta still call back to? The OC. Sometimes the wide receiver coach every now and then with what we do. But like how Aaron said last time, it's the OC that makes the final call. So with the audibles, we have to check with him. Don't get like that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's time that we switch it up. Yes, we're still number one, and we still got a good chase to probably be up there to get the bye. It's just, in my opinion, I'm tired. I'm tired of how in the first half we grind, just for the second half to see that same grind set just go down. It might be emotional, locker room, but even in the locker room, we still fighting. Don't get me wrong. Yes, we that O-line land is injured again. Uh, who else? Yeah, Land is getting injured again. Our center, he's dealing with the day-to-day ankle injury, which it didn't seem like it
Lane
was.
Johnson's not there until like later, like
He's
week.
not. His projected comeback time is when it's like week 15. So we're gonna not be him for like another few more weeks. Which don't get me wrong, it's there. Like everything else that we're doing with the second stringers, they're showing us why they were signed, and they're giving us time in that pocket. It's just whenever it gets down to the third and four, 3rd and 7, instead of us being smart and giving it to Saquon or giving us a Jalen Hurts run, we heave it, which I understand why we do. We want the yards back. But let's stay away from AJ and Smith because yes, they are our number one and number two. But we have other people that can also get open. We're not fitting Dallas anymore, which I'm mad about. Dallas was a perfect, if we needed yards, we go look at him. We have Dotson, who last season he was a very big help for our Super Bowl run. Like he was there, giving that read coverage. We're just now just looking for Smith and AJ, which I understand why, because the media is like making it look like we're not targeting him. If you look through every single game, they are always targeted at least every 5 drives. At least. It's just we need to open the air. Give Jalen more running plays. Give Dodson more time to get the ball. Like we need to do more. Like, do you have anything to say, Aaron? Because you look at me like I'm just ranting to just rant.
I mean, some of the things you're saying, it makes sense short term, not long term. That sounds like a short term fix. Long term fix, Uh, I wouldn't say have Jalen run a lot more. I wouldn't say that. I would say, I mean, if Saquon ain't going, like, I mean, give some carries to Tank Bigsby or some of the other guys, see if they can get some. I mean, Dallas not being involved in this game makes sense only because the safeties and linebackers for Cowboys were playing Dallas tight, so it's whatever. Trying to get involved. I mean, again, it makes sense, but he's going up against their boundary corner because you're then sliding Devontae to that slot receiver role or AJ to the slot receiver role, whichever one. And then obviously you want to target them because now you're going against their slot guy, which they don't have a good slot guy. The Cowboys do. And then I would also say that I mean Patullo, this is technically his rookie coordinator year. So this is his first year. He has the keys to the offense, which is what all y'all every Eagles fan has to understand. This is his first year having the keys to the offense like fully. Because for the longest time he's been with us, he's been a pass game coordinator. That's his MO. That's his thing. He wants to push the ball downfield, whatever. You know, like I've been saying before, I mean obviously all the other episodes are gone, whatever. Pish posh. I feel more comfortable with Hurts throwing it 25 times max. We get the run game going. We're a run first team.
We
We
are.
which is nothing wrong with that. So everyone crying about AJ, everybody crying about Devontae. Okay, cool, understandable, but at the same time, it's like when we don't run, those are our first reads. It goes AJ, Devontae, Dallas, and then Jahan when Jahan's on the field. So like again, it's hard to really harp down on certain things, especially this late in the year. You're gonna wind up running same kind of plays, just differently. Schemes is gonna stay the same. Your playbook gets tighter, is what I'm trying to say here. And I would also say that I know this again. I mentioned this to Raf. I know this is a hot take, but I wouldn't say fire Patullo. I would say move him back down to the pass game coordinator and sign an OC. I would sign me personally. I'm signing Dayball, bro. Dayball's worked with Jalen. He worked with Jalen in Oklahoma. He was the OC for the Bills when Josh Allen was going crazy. Like for the first for 5 years, he was with the Bills, like 5 or 6 years before he became head coach with the Giants. And like if you look at those Bills squad, Bills offense was so dynamic. Like they didn't have like the clear cut number one running back, but like the running backs were running hard, running well. The offense, like especially like receiving threats, they weren't all that because I think that was when he had Diggs and what's his name?
They
I
were, they
forgot.
were, yeah, those years they
Davis,
were Super Bowl favorites. Yeah,
something Davis,
yeah,
Gabe Davis.
they were
Like
Super Bowl favorites. They were,
that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. So like I feel like if we get a guy like a clear cut OC, kind of like that Dable type who knows how to run a dynamic offense like we have, we can be dynamic. We're gonna be a lot better and smoother. Like when he was with Jalen in Oklahoma, I think Jalen was up there for the Heisman that year. So like it's whatever. Jalen never had OC for more than 1 year.
He
for the
did
past
not.
like 7 or 8 years. He's never had the same OC. So we can't really keep blaming it on our OC when we never had the same, especially Jalen. He's never had the same OC for 2 years straight. So if anything, I'm I'm more frustrated of the simple fact that we played to our opponent this game. Like after that first quarter, we played to our opponent. And what I mean by that is after that first quarter, we were up 21, like first half, whatever. We were up 21, and then we started playing down to our opponent. And that's what really pissed me off. But this, again, it's just it all comes down to like game management, which at that point we were up 21. We thought we could cruise a little bit. But once Cowboys got momentum, they forced I think like 2 or 3 turnovers. So there's that.
They're bringing blitzes. Before that second half, they were barely bringing any blitzes. They were really bringing,
Yeah, those two
anything.
fumbles that we lost, it's like it's heartbreaking. Don't get me wrong, but momentum kills, and then by the time Dallas had all that momentum, it was hard to take it back. So realistically, it's like, come on. But I think
It
we
is.
could we could have we can afford to lose this one because I don't think we're losing our other division games that we have left, if we have
No.
any left. But I think the only other division game we have left is versus the Commanders, but I
Yeah.
think we can win that. So we're gonna make playoffs, but we'll see.
It'd rather be, having to have that first round. It'd be better to have that first round,
I'd rather
bye.
have the wild card personally.
I'd rather have that first round bye only because we can have everybody per se healthy. Because like we said, we're dealing with some backlash. We're still dealing with a few people dealing with ankle injuries and all that, which is normal because it's the Eagles.
It's
We
normal for any team, you know.
Yeah, it's just for us, it's always just around this time. So that's what just hurts. But besides that, it like we know what we're doing. I trust everything else. It's just when it comes to like crucial drives and crucial meanings, we're like up and down, up and down. So I'm not too much on him. I'm really not. It's just let's just see what we do against the Bears, which for that game, honestly,
Black Friday game.
it can go either way. So I'm not even mad, really, of like what we do, because looking at the standings, really, I think if we win this and then
This is
like
a playoff matchup, truthfully. This is a playoff game.
yeah,
Like,
looking at the conference, truly, yeah, this is basically for
yeah,
who gets second. Like it
literally.
basically shows who gets second because the Rams, who do they
Rams are
play?
our hottest team right now, man. Which going into the next game we're gonna recap. Rams 34, Buccaneers 7. Rams are the hottest team in the NFL right now,
They
and
they are
nobody's talking about it.
like they
Nobody
are.
is talking about it. We got on our high horse about the Colts because of Daniel Jones, whatever. But Rams are the hottest team in the NFL. Stafford is having an MVP season. You know what I mean? Puka, I mean, if we're Puka could be offensive player of the year if it wasn't for guys like Jonathan Taylor and Jackson Smith and Jigba. You know what I mean? Devontae Adams is still like, even though he's getting up there, he's still playing like how he was. So like there's that. I mean, obviously it sucks for some fact like for the Buccaneers. Baker
Baker.
got hurt this game.
He's out for this not season, but he's out for week to week. So it's I would
He's
rather
like
know.
week to week, so I'm pretty sure he's probably doubtful to play
Yeah,
this. this Sunday. Um, so it's gonna be Teddy Bridgewater playing more than likely. I mean, Buccaneers after starting off hot, they've been cooling off. Granted, they've been dealing with a lot of injuries alone, but I mean, it sucks for the Buccaneers. Don't get me wrong, that like they've been dealing with all these injuries.
If anything, I feel like the whole
I feel
Mike
like
Evans, like the Mike Evans injury and like everything else, I feel like
Mhm.
for them, if they never started, like if week 3 Mike Evans never went down, I feel like they actually had a true potential race to be up
Mhm.
there as playoff contenders. Like, don't get me
I don't,
wrong.
I don't think so, me personally, because especially now, I mean that NFC South division is up in the air between Buccaneers and Panthers, and with how the Buccaneers look right now, I trust Panthers more. Even if they're also coming off the loss, which Panthers lost 20-9 against the Niners. I trust that Panther squad more than that Buccaneer squad right now. Even even though like Panthers, they're kind of like they're decent, but they're not decent. Like they're not bad, but they're not good. So, but that's the thing. With how the Buccaneers looking like right now, they keep limping into every game. I mean, I think Panthers will probably take the division by the end of the regular season, and Buccaneers, if they do make playoffs,
Oh boy.
they're gonna be limping
Oh,
into the playoffs.
breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Patrick Mahomes, Worthy, Rice, and Isaac, they're all
Questionable.
healthy. Yeah, they're all healthy to go on Thanksgiving, but they were, wait, no, but 3 extra players were just ruled out for the following week, and it was repeated yeah, it was just reported 5 minutes ago. So I don't know what's really going on with the Chiefs because they're gonna have a healthy squad
Um,
on Thanksgiving, but then after that Thanksgiving game, 3 extra players are gonna be ruled out. So whatever is going on with the injury bug for the Chiefs, let's hope it doesn't come out when it comes to the like close end of the week.
yeah. So that was the recap this past week, but previewing Thanksgiving and like Thanksgiving weekend, basically Black Friday weekend, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
First game up on Thursday on
Green
Thanksgiving
Bay
Day,
and Detroit.
Packers versus
Detroit.
Lions.
Detroit all the way. The way that the Detroit is playing,
With how Detroit played, I could see it.
yeah, Detroit all the way.
Um, they do want revenge over the Packers, especially for game first game of the season. I do think Detroit will win, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Packers made it a very much closer game than it was. Because I don't think Detroit's gonna just explode for 30 something points over the Packers.
No.
I don't think that. I think it will be a close game within like 10 points. Next game, Chiefs at Cowboys. Um,
Just being told that, yeah, the Chiefs are gonna have a full healthy squad. I gotta give it to the Chiefs, just being reported like 5 minutes ago through every news app. So because the Chiefs got a healthy squad, I gotta give it to the Chiefs. If they were still dealing with their injuries, Cowboys all the way. Unfortunately, as an Eagles fan, it hurts my soul to say it. But because now that the Chiefs are healthy, I have some light that, it's gonna be a non-close game, hopefully. Because don't get me wrong, the Cowboys, looking at that game, their safety knows what they're doing. Even if they get beat, they still know how to recover.
yeah.
It's just more of what they Are they gonna risk blitzing Mahomes or just leaving Mahomes leaving the pocket? Like that's where it's now gonna be drawn to the line. Because I feel like because they play tomorrow, I feel like before it was reported, they're getting ready to blitz whoever the backup QB was gonna be. That's what I feel like they were ready to
I'm
do.
still, but that's the thing. They'll probably not. They'll probably do like a 4-man rush. Probably not 4 or 5-man rush. I don't
Yeah.
think they're gonna go all out blitzes. I think even though the Chiefs are fully healthy, I know this hurts me for me to say this because I'm a Ravens and Eagles fan. I think Cowboys win, man. I think Cowboys win. Uh, how that offense has been playing for the Cowboys, they've been playing good, man.
They have. Like that's what I'm saying.
Like
Like they
I
have.
don't think they can hold down that CD and George Pickens duo. I don't think that the run might be a bit questionable, but it's because you have guys like Chris Jones and George Karlaftis. If that gets time, I think they gonna torch that Chiefs secondary
That's what
personally.
I'm saying. Like that's
But
why I'm
on
saying.
defense, it's gonna be a tougher matchup. But that's the thing with the Chiefs, they're not a run heavy squad. So really, I mean, you got Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark to help with run, but they also are good pass rushers. And then, because once they collapse the middle of the pocket, now you're gonna force Mahomes to go to the outside, which he can't really do that because if he goes outside of the pocket, you you got guys like Clowney who's gonna chase him. You got some other guys. I forgot who else is the other edge rushers going to chase him, but like you got those kind of guys, and then like your linebackers are playing off ball, and like your Mike linebacker, they're gonna be solid enough to cover their tight ends. Same thing with the safeties, but like obviously you're gonna still want safety help in case Chiefs bomb over top. But I think if as long as you put pressure on Mahomes, as long as you do like the little things, I think Cowboys can win this. This is Cowboys' game to lose. I mean, you can say the same thing about the Chiefs, but realistically, if Chiefs lose this game, their chances at playoffs dwindle
They
like
really do.
significantly.
They really do.
So that's why I think like for this game, the last game on Thursday night, Bengals at Ravens. I think obviously I want to go with my Ravens. I'm gonna go with my Ravens. But if Joe Burrow plays, it's gonna be interesting. I think if I'm the Ravens squad, I'm trying to blitz the heck out of that man, bro. I'm trying to blitz the heck out of Joe Burrow. Let's see how that turf you coming off that turf toe, right? Let's see how mobile you are. Let's see how well you can move. Let's see how well you can move in that pocket. Oh, you got out of the pocket? Okay, let's see how well you move in the open field. You know what I mean? Like I want to blitz him as much as I can because I don't want him to find Jamar Chase. That's our biggest thing. T. Higgins is already ruled out for this game. As long as we hold down one, I think we're going to be solid defensively. Offensively, again, like I said, red zone offense. Red zone offense is key for us to win this. But even then, I want us to be really like dynamic on offense, especially versus this Bengals squad. We've seen them once they're like locked in, especially in like that second half of the game, like they play well. So I think if we play very much dynamic on offense, we're gonna do a lot better than like last week. Now going to that Black Friday game, Bears versus Eagles. I think Eagles can win this game. But I wouldn't be surprised if Bears can come out with a win. It's going to be tough because they're at the link. But I think Bears, if they play how they've been playing, they can come out on top. It's going to be tough, though.
I'm just gonna say this, right? As for my rant that I went through for my Eagles, I just have one thing to say. I'm not mad. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll never be mad at my boys because they playing hard. We're number one, so we're gonna repeat as the NFC division champs. Like, I'm glad with that. I'm really glad. And yeah, everything moving forward, it's gonna be a struggle. Am I gonna question the play call? A little bit, but that's every week. That's gonna be a week to week thing.
Yeah,
Like
especially on a short week like this,
like
playbook is gonna be a lot tighter.
it's gonna be super tight. So I just want to see how he's gonna face the media with it's playoff time. All these games are do or die, really. And then especially now with this game, it's the second. It's the battle for second. So therefore, I'm looking at it as how badly do you want this? Like, how bad do you want this? Because you're not just gonna be criticized of your coaching. You're gonna be criticized also probably by the whole fan base entirely. For the fan bases that are like saying keep him, this game is you're basically your savior of do we attack Howie of firement? Is like this is basically your life on the line at this rate with this game
Yeah,
because it's the battle for second is also a battle to stay number one because if the Cowboys win that game, window of mistake is short.
it's short now.
It's really, really short. And since it's really, really short, you are now going to be facing not just our fan base media, you're going to be facing outside criticism fan bases. You're going to be dealing with now the heavier reporters coming through your throat of should he be fired? So
Yeah.
I'm being calm for this. But for you, buddy, how are you gonna make us have a PTSD moments of Chip Kelly? Or are you gonna fight strong and try to keep your job?
Yeah. So there's that. Going on to Sunday, 49ers at Browns. I mean, realistically, I want to say Niners. Realistically. But I think Browns, they have a chance. But I'm gonna say Niners though. But I wouldn't be shocked if Browns are in this game till that last possession.
I
That's
mean,
what I'm gonna
here's the
say. I
thing though.
want.
Here's the thing though, right? Here's the thing though. The Browns, Shadir, this is a game to where you can actually show me if you're an actual future QB1 for the Browns. Because here's
Yeah.
why. That 49ers corner, them corners love to blitz read. They're like, if you, because in college, yeah, you're dealing with teams that blitz read, but the way that they blitz read, because of how high their safeties stay, if you can
They
determine,
play shell coverage every play.
like
Yeah.
if you can tell, okay, yes, we can go top, make that read. But if you get more than 3 picks in this game because you go top, that's for me a mindset of he's not a QB1. He's a QB2, but not a QB1. Even though, yes, you didn't really have a good rookie season. And my eyes, knowing of like every QB needs time to progress, you had time to look at playbooks for all these defenses in the bench. And progressing, yes, you didn't really, have time to actually play against them. You had time to understand, okay, within these shell coverages, because the 49ers are not the only team that plays shell coverage. Like looking at the rest of your season coming up, here's what I'm gonna do. There's like half of the rest of your team, they play cell coverage. So if you can't make a good read against the 49ers that are granted, yeah, their defense is up there for top five, but that's what I'm saying. if you can make a good show read top five pass, okay. In my eyes, yeah, you are granted to be probably drafted higher. Well, also that's why I'm also 50-50 with is if you're gonna look at this game as I can do read coverages, let me see. Let me actually see. See me why Aaron over here likes you.
Is Patriots Bengals. I
Drake
wouldn't say
May,
this was a
Drake
bad
May
game.
having an MVP season.
I wouldn't say this
Drake
was a
May
bad game
having a
for
real
the
MVP
Patriots,
season.
but this was kind of interesting for the Patriots, just only because they weren't looking like the Patriots we saw for the other games this season. They started off a little bit kind of not really slow, but they didn't start off fast as they usually do. But this was a good win for them, especially like if they want to keep that division lead over the Bills. So this was a great win for them. Bengals, I would say the absence of Jamar Chase definitely was felt. I would
Yeah.
say that. And then T. Higgins going down early, that was also a big loss.
I mean, ooh,
So
looking at the remainder of the Patriots, yeah, season, it might be it. I don't know, and I'm saying it might be Raps, but Buffalo,
I
what
think
if, because yeah, this week they got the
they're gonna
Giants,
win they're gonna win versus the Giants. They're gonna win versus Dolphins. I think they're also gonna win versus Jets. The
but
Bills
they're
game is going to
favorites.
be interesting because obviously that's going to be a lot closer game. And then I would say the Ravens game is also another big test, but I wouldn't be surprised if they win or lose. But again, it's going to be those two games back to back between Bills, the one versus the Bills and one versus those are really tester. Like, are you ready kind of games.
Because
The
like,
other three games, I think they're going to win. Either either that
yeah,
or
they're
they're
10
gonna
and 2.
lose.
They're
Either
10
that
and
or they're
2.
gonna
So
lose, or they might lose that Dolphins game because they're probably gonna. If they win like at
the
least
rest.
three out of those four games before that, they're
Yeah,
probably
everybody
gonna
can
rest their
sit. Yeah,
starters.
everybody can
So
sit. Everybody can
I
sit.
wouldn't be, I wouldn't be too worried for the Patriots. I would say for the Bengals, Joe Burrow's playing this week, Thanksgiving week.
We'll get
I
into
would
that.
say we'll get into that, but Jamar Chase's absence definitely was felt. And I would say that this game was y'all made it competitive.
You really did.
Y'all made it competitive, but like we needed to see this all year, truthfully. But again, I think with their record, I think they're out of it. But if they lose like this next game, they're like for sure out.
I
So
mean, hold on, because let me, because hold on. Before we really actually call it, let me look at the standings.
if they lose
Because
this next game, they're for sure out, I'm pretty sure.
no, because yeah, it goes with the NFC. Wait, no, they
AFC.
AOC. So it goes. One is New England, two is Denver, three is Indy, four is Baltimore, five is Chargers, six is Jags, seven is Bills, eight is Texans, nine is Steelers, 10 is KC, 11 is Miami, and then yeah, 13 is Cincy.
Yeah, yeah, since he's like more than likely out. So again, going into Thanksgiving week, I would prioritize who I would say, do we really want Joe Burrow back,
I
or
would
do
have
we
let him
really
sit.
want him
I would.
to sit down for us? But we'll get into that when we preview for the Thanksgiving week. Next game, my Ravens. 23, Jets 10. We always play the Jets like this. So Jets notoriously have a great defensive scheme. Don't
I'm
matter who
just
they're playing against.
shocked.
It
I'm
doesn't matter who
just
the Jets are playing against. They always have a great defensive scheme. That's always get a given fact. I would say our biggest problem for the Ravens is red zone offense. But at the same time, I would also say that our defense has been playing lights out. Our defense has been playing lights out for the past like 3, 4 weeks. We've been playing very much lights out, and I love to see it. Obviously, I hope that Kyle Hamilton injury isn't that bad and he's good to go.
mm,
But looking at everything, hindsight, this was a good win. It doesn't matter if like it was against the Jets or not. This is a good win either way, especially
even
going into like our next this next week. I would say I prefer us chasing going into the playoffs than actually being at the top because we're a lot hungrier. I like we're a lot hungrier chasing
that
it.
Ravens choke. That Ravens choke playoff magic is right there. That Ravens playoff choke
Uh,
magic is right there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So are your Warriors, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But again, I prefer us rather chasing the playoffs than actually being at top of the playoffs. Only because we're playing a lot more hungrier. We're playing like it actually matters a lot better, So I
But then
prefer that.
choking in the playoffs, then always choking in the playoffs.
I don't want to hear it, bro. We had the same amount of Super Bowls, dickhead. Shut the fuck up.
Playing the same mode,
At least
Ravens
whenever
off.
we won the Super Bowl, we were clear cut number one.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all had to fight to
Mm.
get it.
Mm.
Our
Mm.
defense was actually number one in everything. Every time
Mm.
we won the Super Bowl,
Mm. Someone's mad. Someone's mad because they know they're gonna choke. Someone's mad because they
first
know they're
off,
gonna choke.
with how this NFL season, you don't know that. I don't want to hear nothing come from you, especially when your team's about to be coming up soon.
Mm.
Seattle 30, Titans 24. This was a closer game than it actually was. JSN, man. JSN is on pace to beat that receiving record, bro. The receiving yards, bro. JSN is a monster, man. I knew going into this year, JSN was going to have a breakout year, but I didn't think it would be like this crazy. You know what I mean? He's literally, yeah, he already has 1,300 yards with how many weeks left in the season? Like 5 or 6 weeks left in the
Yeah,
season?
yeah, because we're getting into week 13. Yeah, we're getting into week
Yeah,
13.
like he realistically, if he has another game like this, he can break it and like maybe go a little bit beyond that. So man, JSN is he a bad dude for real.
Mm-hmm.
Titans, I mean, y'all show fight at the end. There's a lot ne- that needs to be desired with the Titans, so I'm not gonna go too much into that, but I would say Cam Ward, I wouldn't say it was a disappointing season because you got drafted to the worst team in the NFL.
No, he
If
did.
you're number one pick, you're drafted to the worst team in the NFL. So things like this happen. But I just want to see less turnovers, number one, because between the fumbles and the picks, it's kind of up there. But other than that, that my boy needs help, man. Truthfully, my boy needs help, but
I
it's
mean, what do
whatever at
you
this point.
expect?
Like
Like,
they're the worst team in the league. Like
even though they're
it's
so,
whatever.
here's the thing though, right? Here's the thing. Here's the thing though. Titans fans. Hey, Titans fans, listen, listen, listen.
Y'all have a bright future ahead of you because of Cam Moore.
You
Don't get me
guys,
wrong.
you guys are everybody in that team is young, okay? Everybody in that team is young. So don't even get mad about coaching or any of that. You guys are still dealing with 2 year, 3 year people. There's no like actual, well, is there any actual veteran aspect people there? Or
Yeah,
because yeah,
yeah.
but isn't
They
there,
had Calvin Ridley, who was doing solid this year.
but
He
isn't
wasn't like how he was like
that's what I'm saying? Because
last
aren't they
season,
progressing? Like
but
they're
he's solid. You still have a veteran guy on defense with Jeffrey Simmons. You know what I mean? Like they still have some veteran pieces. It's
that's
just
why everybody
this
there is
team,
young.
the rest of the team is young,
Yeah.
and like it's kind of hard to gauge that only because we already knew they're rebuilding. Like they're in the middle of, they're trying to rebuild. So
Just go for another running back. I feel like if you guys get running back
I think
help,
they're solid with running backs, truthfully.
I'm saying
Tony
a
Pollard,
slot running back.
Tony
Running
Pollard is
back,
very
no, a
much
slot running
solid.
back receiver. Like a because
Mm. I wouldn't say another slot running back receiver. We've seen that go horribly for them back then. I would just argue a clear cut number one. Don't get me wrong, Calvin Ridley is solid as a number one guy,
but then
but
injuries, but like he's getting up there for like injuries and retirement. So
I wouldn't say retirement, but he's at least 30, 31. So injuries, yeah. So I would say I would push for another wide receiver threat.
looking into the wide receiver class, actually, is there anybody that's actually like
Uh,
favored?
not for what I was seeing, but even then, this this upcoming draft is mostly quarterbacks anyway. But quarterbacks and I think running backs for the most part. But
So just wait another year. Just wait another year then. I know free
yeah,
agency might be up there, but you're also gonna be dealing with people being old and like injuries. So just
yeah, it's whatever. But again, y'all are rebuilding, so trust the process with the rebuild. It's
Sixers
worth
fans. My bad. Sixers fans. My bad.
it's worth rebuilding is worth it. Don't get me wrong, rebuilding is worth it.
It is. It's just
Next game, Packers 23, Vikings 6. I know since you're a Michigan guy, you want JJ to do good, but I'm gonna keep it a spade with you. Sam Darnold, if the Vikings re-sign Sam Darnold, Vikings would have stayed up on top. Truthfully, Vikings would have stayed on top. You wouldn't have to throw JJ into the fire like this. I would argue he probably would have needed another year to sit and like learn and actually like develop that way
I feel like here's the
compared
thing.
to what he's doing now because he's literally completing, I would say, barely even over like the amount of his passes, number one. And
I'll
like
just say
he's
this.
thrown for more picks than TDs this year.
I'll just say this. I would say this as well as a not to be too harsh on a former, Michigan QB. Yeah, JJ, he needs to learn the game better. Like he needs to be tougher with himself. While also staying firm to what the Vikings are doing. Not too much on JJ because yeah, he got thrown to the fire. It's also who's the Vikings offensive coordinator?
I don't really know.
Because
I just know
he
their defensive coordinator.
because for him, they're running good plays. Like, don't get me wrong. Like the plays that he's
It's
running for
just
JJ,
like
it's there. It's just more of like the fact of, if you're gonna be firm to throwing it, at least give him a way to read. Cause like
I'm
you're
saying, he's playing against team. He's giving them things to read. It's just about like he doesn't have time because literally every game that he started this year
he's
are
getting
against
blitzed.
teams with like great D lines. So it's kind of like granted, there's a bunch of different injuries on that O line, so
Yeah,
whatever. That's it's gonna happen.
it's
But
gonna
like
happen.
he's going against teams with D lines that are like top 15 in the league, or like a great defensive lineman who's dictating the game. Like the Packers D
I
line
was
with Rashawn
still in
Gary
my
and Micah,
eyes.
it's like what can he do besides climb the pocket? But even then, when he climbs the pocket, we still have a good stop, like nose tackle who's gonna chase him down anyway, or like some kind of off the ball linebacker that's gonna come up and hit him. And then when he's actually have time, I would say he's thrown it to the correct guys for the most part.
He has. No, he has. He
But you
has.
gotta see Jay Jettas, dog. Jay
Right.
Jettas, like I don't feel like he's getting as much usage this year compared to how he was last year, man.
Well, because you got to remember, he's the cut like Double J is their clear cut number one. So
He's
because
number one. But like that's the thing. Like if he's your clear cut number one, you gotta feed him the ball. Like I get it. Like it's gonna be tough to like feed him the ball every time. But I would prefer him to have like 5+ catches, like close to 100 yards compared to, compared to only 4 catches for 48 yards. You know what I mean?
I
Like
mean,
spread the ball around, but also you gotta realize who you got as a personnel.
I don't know. I'm a little mad because I feel like he's up there like he's JJ's up there to progress and all. It's just more of like I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little
This
mad.
is his first actual year, so
Yeah, that's right. Like that's why I'm not getting too much
so
on
that's why I'm
him.
not I'm not tripping too bad. It's just
Brother,
Vikings,
please,
y'all gotta really
please.
harp it down on him specifically because what y'all calling is great. The offense looks fine. Obviously, you have injuries. Part of the game, that's fine. It's just you gotta get JJ under wraps regarding uh decision making.
Even no, but here's the thing though. Even with Sam Donald and the team, right? I feel like
Sam Darnold was fire for
but
them though.
I think the QB coach, whoever the QB coach was, I think he also left because I'm looking at the way that JJ and Sam are like reading the plays and like doing everything. Whoever
I mean,
that
Darnold's a veteran presence guy, so
No,
like
that's what I'm
he's
saying.
gonna
Like
get it down quicker.
he knows how to get it down, but also look at
You
the way
saw
that
it with Wentz too this year.
yeah, like look at the way that he's reading. The way that he's reading and like understanding, okay, if there's a play action, Sam, he knew how to properly toss it or properly knew how to like read it with that QB coach. Whoever the QB coach is this year,
It's the same QB coach, I'm pretty sure.
if it is, and then I don't know what they're doing in that practice room or like with the play action toss, because it's not the same. It's not the same form that Sam had. So,
I
like,
mean, JJ's technically a rookie
yeah,
because he didn't have one last season. But you gotta think like every quarterback that the Vikings had was an actual veteran guy. So they're able to pick this up a lot quicker. So like Carson Wentz he was playing, he was picking it up. Like he was playing fairly well for them. Darnold last year, even Kirk Cousins, like they're picking up veteran guys at that quarterback position. So obviously they didn't really have to deal with a rookie QB who has to learn everything again. So I would say that this is JJ's first year, my full year, basically, even though he has gone down with injury. But like next year, I would start, I'll give him a 2 or 3 year window, like to fully develop. If he's not like making big jumps by that third or fourth year, that's when I'll start like, okay, what do we need to change there? But like His first 2 years, let him develop him like fairly well. But like by the time that third or fourth year comes, that's when I'm gonna start being like, okay, what needs to change? That's the only thing I'm gonna say with that. Next game, Lions 34, Giants 27. That boy Jahmyr Gibbs is a bad man, boy.
Dude, that
That
running
boy
duo,
Jahmyr Gibbs is
that
a
running duo,
bad man, boy.
that running duo is real. Like I don't know. Look. Look,
Oh,
I don't know what the social
Sonic
media
and
said.
Knuckles, man.
I don't know what the
Sonic
social
and Knuckles.
media, whatever the social media said. Hey, stop feeding them boys. Stop feeding them boys. Stop feeding them boys. Because whatever you guys said apparently went deep into their head. And
First off, we that boy Jahmyr Gibbs, 15 carries, 219 yards and 2 tuds with the walk-off touchdown in overtime. And then he also had 11 catches for 45 yards and a touchdown. So 3 touchdowns on the day. My fantasy GOAT last week, that boy put up 55 points for me. You feel me? Like, this is what we need to see Lions offense look like week in and week out. You know what I mean? Amon-Ra, 9 catches, 149. You know what I mean? I would argue you gotta get J-Mo involved though. That boy was out here doing cardio, my man. My man was out here doing cardio. Zeros on the board. So I will argue that. But like this is what the Lions offense should look like. Defensively, it kind of did look scary because you let Jameis Winston, y'all let him say catch a ball and then just stiff arm your dude to the ground basically and walk it in for a tug. Like that's the thing. That's Jameis Winston, man. He's always gonna have those games. Like, of course, he's thrown 2 touchdowns, right? Then again, he's also threw an interception, so that's how Jameis Winston is. But
I'm
like,
looking at the scoring breakdown. First quarter,
man,
yeah, looking at the breakdown for this game. First quarter, Giants 10, Detroit nothing. Second
yeah,
quarter, Giants 10, Detroit 17. Third quarter,
2017 Lions
0-0. Fourth quarter, New
fireworks.
York 7, Detroit 10. And then the OT, of course, Detroit 7. But it's that third quarter, whatever that defensive battle in that third quarter, whatever was going
Giants
on.
notoriously have the Giants have a great defense. Don't get me wrong; they have a
No, they
great
do. Like they
defense.
do.
They're young, but they also have good veteran guys in presence, like Dexter Lawrence, Bobby Okereke. Like they have some good young guys in the back end as well. Like you know what I mean? So I think Giants defense is gonna be scary, bro. Giants defense is gonna be scary for the next like 4 or 5 years, especially with those young guys like fully developed. Abdul Carter is going to come into his own. Kayvon Thibodeau, he's playing like he wants it this year, man. Like he very much playing like he wants it because when they drafted Abdul Carter, it's like, bro, what's gonna happen with Kayvon Thibodeau? But now Kayvon Thibodeau having like a career year for the basically this year. So I think Giants gonna have to make a choice with that though. Giants will have to make a choice with that, or they can just slide Abdul Carter to like that off-ball linebacker spot, which we see him do and play well at as
I feel
well.
like he's better there. I feel like he's way much better there.
I
He's
like him. Don't get me wrong. I like him as an edge rusher. I like that from him. But like this year, as an off-ball linebacker, he's been playing fairly well.
he has, and that's what I like
And
about him.
I think, but that's the thing. If they do let go of Thibodeau, they'll probably slide him back as an edge rusher. But if they can keep Thibodeau, then he'll probably stay where he at. It just depends. But again, this was a Giants game. Like these past 2 games are like Giants games, especially now that you're starting James Winston. I think I've been saying it all year. If they started Jameis over Russ to start, I think they would start off better. I truly think they would have started off better. That's not a jab at Russ, but like I still like Russ and what he brings to the table.
Ooh,
It's just like
ooh,
for
Giants,
it's just
Giants.
like
Real quick,
for
real quick.
development, I would like Jameis over Russ starting.
Giants, you guys have a because I'm about to watch because Hard Knocks is about to come out, so I'm about to be watching that, right? And I'll be
Yeah.
watching what you guys do so I can have more intel because I don't follow you guys like that anymore after the whole Saquon deal. But Giants, you guys got a decision to make because here's why.
I
You
think
got
Russ is on like
one
a 1 year deal or something.
you got Monday night against New England. And then
So
you got that bye week 14. And then week 15, you guys play Washington. And then week 16, you play the Vikings. Week 17, you play the Raiders. And then week 18, you play the Cowboys. If I'm you, the Giants, if I'm you, because currently, right, you guys are 2-10. If I'm you, the Giants, I say I don't know how you guys feel about this mindset, but I would say tank. Not like, yeah, just full on
you
just
can't take an NFL.
no. What I'm saying is
It's illegal
just
taking
just
any pro league.
just like just rest. Just have one or two starters in and then rest everybody else. Because
They're
by
not.
the
You can't do that anymore.
because by the looks of it, I feel like that's the best move to do.
They can't. You're not allowed to do that.
Because like that because
You're not allowed to do that. Period. Clear cut. But like at the same time, it's like you gotta let your young guys eat.
no,
You
that's
know,
what I'm saying.
you got
That's
let
what I'm
your.
saying.
But
Just
that's
do
it.
the
Everybody on that team is young. So how you gonna rest young guys for even younger guys?
progression. That's how. Progression. Yes.
Progression for what? Because like now
Everybody
you're
there is in
letting
their
your
2 year. Everybody is in their 2 year besides their,
actual
besides
veterans. But like even then, you can't rest them because if you rest them now, it's like now you're going to get into like, all right, everybody on that coaching staff about to be fired now. Not if you're going to rest them. That's what it's going to be.
I mean at this rate, I say yeah, just start from scratch, really.
Why would they start from scratch when they already have a good foundation?
No, by start from scratch, I mean, right? Because your starting QB and Jackson Dart is out. Your your running back is out.
Well,
Neighbors.
first off, it's a split backfield, so really we don't know who their number one guy. Obviously, it was scattered, but like it's a split backfield. So even though he's number one, he's not clear cut. Hey, we're always going to start him.
And then neighbors, he's out.
I mean, yeah,
Your two of your start corners, they're both out.
they're both young as well.
So within all of that alone, I feel like put in some of the practice squads and see what they do.
You can't put in practice squad players for guys that already are just established on the squad. Unless they're injured, you can't do that. NFL made it known if you make any signs of tanking, they're going to find you. They're going to do whatever it takes to make sure nobody tanks. You're not allowed to tank anymore. Like, obviously, we've seen it with the ever since the Browns went what 0-16, you're not allowed to tank anymore. That's not how the NFL wants the league to be. You like so the Giants doing that is not plausible, nor is it smart for any of their young guys because they need the reps. They need actual PT. They need to actually grow a lot faster than what you're trying to imply, basically, because by sitting them down, them having practice squad guys play. Because even then, that's not going to do much anyway. But at least with the young guys, you're going to see development. You're going to see like better progression out of them going into that next season. When next season, when they're fully healthy, that's going to be a actual comparable squad to face. And now it's going to change a lot of dynamics in the NFC and in the division alone.
I would just see how, like, within Hard Knocks also, I would just see what Hard Knocks progresses, like the mindset of what the coaching staff wants to do. Because, like I said, I'm not that intel with the Giants, besides the whole Saquon deal. So I really don't know what's really going on with that whole organization. Besides them firing their head coach, I'm
I
like,
mean, yeah, that's given. But again, with the head coach firing, they're going to find someone they're going to find someone who's going to be good either way as a
yeah.
coach. I don't doubt that. I'm just, you got, like, for the rest of the season, if Dart does come back, I would obviously you play him because you want him to be getting as much reps as you can. But Jameis should be number two. Jameis number two, Russ number three. And then obviously when the year's over, you can let go of Russ. Keep Jameis as that veteran guy in that QB room.
Because isn't he still
He's
young? That's the
essential
funny thing.
for Dart.
Yeah, isn't
Huh?
he still young? Jameson, isn't he still young?
I wouldn't say young. I think he's like close to 30 now. It's
Yeah,
not
so
over 30. It's not over 30. But
so
even
he still
then,
got so he still got time. Like yeah, he still got time.
but he's a bench. He's on the bench guy. He's a
Yeah.
locker room guy. And like, he's gonna be good for Dart's development. So like again, I'm keeping all my young guys playing. If anything, I would rotate. uh, But again, I'm keeping my young guys in no matter what. You can't. I'm not tanking this year, even though we're 2-10. You gotta come out of this year strong. That way, going into next year, you want to have some kind of momentum. Next game, Jaguars 27, Cardinals 24. Not much for me, not to really talk about personally. I mean, I think this game it's kind of up there only because like Cardinals are bad this year, you know.
Jags, that was a game for you guys to win. That was a game for you guys to
Yeah,
win
that
from the jump.
y'all made it closer than what it should be, but again, that's literally the NFL, so it's whatever.
It really
I
is.
mean, but then again, this was your game to lose because with Trevor Lawrence throwing three picks for three interceptions, doing his best Brett Favre impersonation,
Isn't
really.
somebody wait. Isn't I know most of the like rookie corners are out, but isn't one veteran wide receiver out, or am I tripping for
For
the
who?
Jags?
I mean, no,
No?
no.
Cause
Most
like
of
for
the
me,
young guys are actual young guys.
yeah, the young guys that we already know like it's like up and down for them. Because yeah, looking at the scoring breakdown, Jags, you got what did you okay, because let me get this straight, right? Let me get this straight. First quarter, it was 7-7. Third quarter, Jags 3, Arizona 7. Third quarter, it was Jags 7, Arizona 0. Fourth quarter, Jags 7, Arizona 10. So you're telling me, hold on, Jags, hold on. So you're telling me you guys went 7-3, 7-7 to the whole regulation of the game, while the Arizona went 7-7-0-10. What happened? Because don't get me wrong, I know you guys are banged up. Like don't like I know the Jags defense is banged up. But how do you guys go from first half 7-7, yeah, letting Arizona get a touchdown and a touchdown, giving them a goose egg in the third quarter, and then letting them drop 10 on you guys?
I mean, that's just defense. That's just playing defense, man. They
Like,
are. They harped it down at the end, like the fourth quarter. That's all that matters.
I know, like, yeah,
Like
that's what
you
I'm
play
saying. Like,
like like
that's
we
why, like,
literally seen the Jags lose. Was it versus the Texans in the fourth quarter? Like it's any given. uh, They say every given site. Literally, it's every any given quarter. It don't matter. You play till the whistle's end, like till the clock hits zero, and that's what Cardinals did to make it a close, tough game.
yeah,
You know what
because
I mean?
yeah,
That's so like you can't really blame everything. Like
I'm just shocked of like, the whole like
that's
that's what I'm
literally the
saying.
NFL though. That
That's
can
why I'm
literally
giving the
happen to
Jags
every
bright
game.
side. That's why I'm giving the Jags bright side a little grace. Because yeah, their defense, I get it, they're a little banged up. But it's just I'm just like within them being banged up is the fact of how within the first half they made it, tight. And then the start of the third quarter, a whole goose egg. I don't know what other injuries they might have gotten to the game, but then for them to drop 10 in that fourth quarter, I might have to do the research. But that's the thing that's shocking to me. I get it. I get it. Like, that's what I'm saying. I get it. Any half can go either way. Anything can go either way. It's just more of the fact of if you look at the numbers, right? If you look at the numbers and look at everything that went through, Lawrence had 256 passing yards, while Jacob had 300, but the completion rate was 67 to 60. So whatever the Cardinals did in that second half to, clamp up Lawrence, if I feel like the Cardinals, regarding on where they're at right now, if they probably did that, I feel like they not saying they had a good chance because I know they're also pretty banged up. It's just like it felt like who wanted more. Well, also felt like who whose team was really more lenient within the injuries because the passing yards and the completions they say a whole story while also looking at the scoring breakdown
They
also says
really don't say the whole story though. They really like literally the other week we seen Jacoby break an NFL record for completions in a game, but they lost. So completions don't tell the whole story. It just comes down to simple that by the time that fourth quarter came, Cardinals locked in.
they
They
did.
played well on defense. They played well enough on offense to force OT. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? It don't matter how you gonna start the game. It just matter how you gonna end that fourth quarter. So that's props to the Cardinals for making that a closer game than what it should have been. I will say that. Next game, Browns 24, Raiders 10. Hey, Shador. It's Shador's time, man. As as a Raven fan that's non-biased, Shador look good, dog. Shador look good, dog. I've been saying it all year. Shador probably is better than Dylan Gabriel, in my opinion. It's just a simple fact, like, I think, especially in NFL, you're gonna get the amount of plays. Like, wherever you're drafted is how much you actually gonna get used, unless like there's only two quarterbacks like on the team. So like obviously you had Joe Flacco, then like you traded him. Well, technically, yeah, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Gabriel, and then Shador. Cool. You traded Kenny Pickett. All right. Now Dylan Gabriel was number two. Traded Joe Flacco. Okay. Gabriel's number one. Shador's number two. Whatever. Now that Gabriel got hurt, Shador, hey, he balling. He made sure he stayed ready. Now, were there a couple things that were interesting? Yes, but for the most part, if you got that entire sideline, if you got Myles Garrett, like being like, "Oh, we got ourselves one," y'all got yourselves one. So it's a fancy. I will say this: keep Shador starting. Shador is a better from what we seen out of that game alone. He looked better than Dylan Gabriel did. Has been doing. He provides a very much spark for that offense. Obviously, there's like a couple things he needs to fix, but he provides a spark for that offense that they haven't had since Baker Mayfield, in my opinion.
That's very true. That's why I don't got much to say about this game alone. Not even because, like, so yeah, so like I was saying, this is our basically like open ticket to the playoffs. And granted, since we're a young team, like everybody's like a whole freshman, one if we get a playoff experience going into that next year and everybody's progressed, sophomore year for everybody, depending if we don't transfer or not, we're gonna be a dangerous team as well. So that's what I'm saying. Ohio State head coach. You are literally, this is your chance to defend yourself as the best head coach, or there goes the boot for you, no matter what people say, because you giving an open team to a freshman, a whole freshman class, an open ticket to have playoff experience. Which granted, you don't want that because they want them to progress in the off season and maybe do transfers. So this is basically your chopping block. Even though you got the natty, this is your chopping block because this is a whole freshman team. Every veteran is probably not going to play that much reps because they're going to be ready to go to the draft. So, like, like I said, open ticket. We're right there, ranked 15th, rookie class, and our lot is in the state because you've been super hot. So, are you gonna cool down, or you gonna keep that hot streak? It all up. It's like it's really up there. It's really, really up there. So that's what I'm saying. That head coach is on the hot seat a little bit. It's in the hot seat.
I wouldn't say all that. Only because if you producing natties, it don't matter. It don't matter if you lose in rivalry. Obviously, it matters because of pride. But like, as long as you producing natties, it don't matter. I don't care how many times you lose. You giving us like you giving us the biggest, the better trophy. The natty at the end of the season is all that matters. I don't care about all them rivalries. Granted, is it bittersweet? Yes, but like a natty is what matters more than a rivalry game, in my opinion. As long as you got the natty, I can talk my talk. I don't care about the rivalry game. I got my natty at the end of the day. Do y'all? No. Like that's my mindset. So I don't think he gonna be leaving by at the end of this season. It don't matter. As long as comes out with a natty, that's all that should be cared about regarding that team, especially for that Ohio State team. So it's whatever. Again, I'm gonna be neutral for the most part, but I prefer Ohio State to win compared to Michigan.
Go blue. Just go blue. Cause yeah, this is gonna open a lot for us. Cause we're 9-2. So since we're 9-2, it can open a lot.
I
It
mean,
can
yeah,
really, really open up a
Ohio
lot.
State 11-0. They guaranteed for the playoffs.
They're guaranteed, but with this game, they'll be 11-1. And if Georgia wins and like if everybody else wins, like it can.
Mhm.
And then you also gotta look at it too. That's why I'm saying like you gotta look at it too. You have a class of just a bunch of like sophomores, juniors, and seniors. So you have people that already have that good experience. You already know you already have people that know how to play under the lights, and you use a lot of NIL money to keep them. This is a class of freshmen, just guaranteed freshmen.
They never played under the lights like this though. This
Exactly.
is the where the lights are brightest, and
Exactly.
y'all aren't proven. You're
That's what
not
I'm saying.
proven.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying. He's like, that's what I'm saying. The head coach for Ohio State, granted, he's not under the hot seat, but he will
He
be
shouldn't
probably.
be. He brought them a natty. As long as you win natties, it don't matter the rivalry games. Natties are worth more. Natties are worth more than than a dang rivalry game. Rivalry games are cool. Don't get me wrong. The atmosphere, yes. But if you got a natty at the end of the day, you solidify yourself like in the record books a lot better than a rivalry game. Me personally, I this is just another game. Obviously, the energy is gonna be high, emotion is gonna be high, because it is a rivalry game. But like at the end of the day, it's like this is gonna be a playoff game. This is gonna be the same kind of atmosphere as a playoff game. I think aren't they playing this? They're not playing this in a neutral site, are they?
They're playing
Like
in big in Michigan State. No, I'm Michigan State, but it's Michigan State. Where Michigan is home.
Michigan is home.
Michigan is home.
I mean, hey, Ohio State is proven. They played under the lights bigger than this. So, I mean, granted, this is not a night game, but they played under bigger lights. So,
I wish it
this
was. I feel like this game will be better under will be under prime time because we now you get to see that stadium be light up. We actually get to like
true, but I think this is really what's going to prove for Michigan. This is going to be a major stepping stone for Michigan compared to Ohio State. Only
yeah.
because y'all are freshmen. But even then, freshmen, even though y'all can retain their freshmen, there's a big chance some of y'all could be leaving anyway.
That's why I'm saying like this is a good open window for us because from there we get to our ticket to the CFB is bigger. It's we don't gotta fight that much. We don't gotta granted, yes, we lost some conference games because we're 9-2. Because yeah, conference play, we're 7-1. So granted that might be looked into, a little bit because overall we're 9-2. So yeah, conference play is like up there. So
If y'all
yeah,
lose this game, y'all chances to y'all gonna have to play a bowl game. It's
no,
just
that's what I'm saying. Like if we win this, we will have to play in a bowl game, but that ticket for the CFB and that tournament style, we will have a bigger chance of being in there.
we'll just have to see by the time game day comes. Obviously, I'm gonna be new. Like I always said, I'm gonna be neutral.
Go
I just
blue.
need good. I just need good play. I just need good football. Which this is gonna be a game where good football is guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
But I will say this: my Penn State boys, they play at 3:30. They play against Rutgers. We always play well against Rutgers for the most part. For the most part. But I'm hoping if we can go to a bowl game, it's around here in Orlando. That's when you'll see me actually wear my Penn State gear. I don't wear it much because it's it, it hits close to my heart because it's all the stuff I got
Cause
while I
yeah,
was
but
there.
ooh, this is a trap game for both of you guys. Cause both you and Rutgers, you guys are both 5-6. Both
And
of you guys are.
we're not making the playoffs anyway, so
I mean, no, I'm saying for a bowl game, you guys are like you
oh yeah,
guys, because conference play. So you guys are really tight. Cause
yeah,
conference play, you guys are both 2-6,
yeah,
and then overall, you guys are both 5-6. So if either of you guys lose this game, there goes bowl game. Like there
yeah.
just
That's
goes
what I'm
bowl games
saying. Like
altogether.
if we can win this game, we're going to a bowl. We're gonna have a bowl game. I kind of hope it's one of the bowl games down here, cause I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be. For the first time since leaving Penn State, I'm gonna wear my Penn State gear, which is crazy enough as it is. But like, it's hard for me to really wear it only because like most of it is game worn, and some of it is like it's just me reminiscing on like that career, that side of my career. So it's gonna be a first in a long time that I'm aware of that stuff. So hopefully, like we can go to a bowl. If we're going to a bowl game, I'm going to that bowl game. no matter what. Like I don't care where well, I do care where it is, but like as long as like it's in reasonable area, I'm going to that game. So come on, man. Come on, boys. You feel me? Win this one, and I'm gonna show out for y'all. I'm gonna come through to that game for y'all. I don't know about the. We'll see about the how much tickets is like for me to be close to me to be close. But like, shoot, we'll see.
And we're switching from college football. College basketball has started,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
now I just gotta say one thing. For how much for football, I'm a big Michigan boy. UCF, both teams, they are balling out.
yeah. We
They
are gonna
both.
go to a couple UCF basketball games, so stay tuned on those. We are going to go to some. It just depends when they are. When they are, we will go to some UCF games.
They be because granted, right? Granted, they went through a whole roster change. Even then, with the whole roster change, they're still like balling out. Like they're balling out to where, because yeah, right now for Big 12 basketball, overall they're 6-1.
Yeah,
So like keep up this hot streak. Y'all might be March Madness. You guys might be in March Madness when
yeah,
that time
man.
comes.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not a UCF guy, but I just like good hoops. Like when it comes to college basketball, like I say I got a team, but I really don't. I just like good hoops,
Good hoops is
and
good hoops. That's really it. Yeah, good hoops are just good hoops.
like looking at for UCF, we might have to go to a game in like January. I,
Yeah.
or like either that or like uh there's a couple games in December that could be nice. But January and February is like when there's really like some good games. Like the Texas Tech game might be cool.
That might be good.
Like the Kansas game might be solid.
They played LSU here recently, but
Yeah.
that was
I mean LSU is I'm not saying LSU is bad. I'm not
no,
saying but
no.
like LSU is like I
I
was
mean,
kinda
they're
hope
tight, but not that tight.
I was kinda hoping some of my like the Penn State basketball team will be here.
But
Cause I can hit up some of my boys. But or
but
wait, do women's play here? Hold on.
they do.
I got
I'm pretty sure right now they played a game like just a few hours ago. No, yeah, they played yesterday. 100. Oh no,
check.
that's men. Uh, for women, here's the thing though. I really don't follow women that much,
I do only because like I follow WNBA a decent bit. I like the New York Liberty for the WNBA. Sabrina Ionescu is like my favorite WNBA player, like one of my favorites to watch. So there's that.
the only reason why I follow women WNBA is just because I have a classmate that I spent all my 4 years hanging out with, who is their big man for Arizona State. So I follow her every now and then. I'll hit her up on Insta because we hanged out a lot and I followed a bunch of her games. So granted, whenever she makes it to the league, whatever draft, whatever team she gets drafted to. I'm either getting a jersey or getting like a poster of her. Cause gotta represent boys gotta represent the people that you played for. Speaking of which, also that's also with like college. A bunch of people that I know that I played like high school with, they're in college. The moment they also get into the draft, as me, I'm open for three things. I can either take their photo for them when they're getting drafted, or, whenever they're getting like a good highlight or something, I can capture that. Rather than getting a clip of it. No, I can capture that live, like how I did back in high school days, Granted, I
Oh no,
can't
that's
watch
coming
some.
from some
Yeah.
high school people that are in like college that are playing college football right now. Like like my
Hey,
dog
Osiris, I saw you in that Florida game. My bad for you, Mississippi boys, but hey, I drove that 2.5 hour drive to see you boys play. Granted, there were some missed PI calls, which I'm not even mad about because overall it was a good game. But hey, Cyrus, not gonna lie to you, that's 2 years there. You've been stuck in, you've been stuck in kick return. I think it's about time to transfer out of Mississippi State. Granted, you did
first
get a
off, kick
scholarship there.
return is
Like you
scary.
you
So
you got you got a scholarship there, so you played 2 years. That first year it was shaky for you. Granted, I saw you in that, on the Netflix TV show. You way to really shape yourself up really good. But it's just like, hey, bro, I think it's time. Like, granted, I think it's time for transfer. I know I don't know much about what you're gonna do. I know you want to be in that league, but I think it's time because how everybody else is
transferring is
doing,
hard, bro. Number one,
like.
transferring is hard, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. It really is because I got Jackson. You transferred. You're doing really well. I've seen clips of you kicking that game winner for your school. Ian, you also transferred. So big props to you. My boy Ashton, way to be a captain for your school. Way to be a defensive tackle captain. But Cyrus, I have not heard nothing about you. Granted, yeah, it's 2 years there. You probably red shirt. So like I really don't know what you did. But brother, I think it's time to you for transfer. I'm just saying. I don't know what you're really gonna do, because it's up to you. It's your decision is what you decide, but I think it's time for you to hit the transfer portal. I just think, in my opinion, I don't know what you're gonna do. If you're watching and you pay attention, let me know. Hit me up on Insta because we still follow each other. Just let me know what like your plan is. Because granted, I do want to meet you in the league. Like I really do. Like it would be cool, seeing you play really live for like an NFL team and just seeing all that. So just follow your path. But I also think as an advice, I think it's time to hit the transfer portal. I just think, in my opinion, I just think
It's hard to be in transfer portal though. That's the
it
only thing.
is.
Transfer portal is hard to be because it's unpredictable. Because one day you might be hot, next
The
day
other day,
you hot trash. You know what I mean, to certain programs. So uh I got some guys that are in college football right now, so, or they were they didn't get drafted into the league, but they went to rookie training camps, like my dog Debo Williams. He was at Steelers training camp. I don't know if he's still trying to play. I know he going into entrepreneurship, which shouts to you, my guy. My boy Saline Wormley. He was at Penn State with me. Last year was Just last year he went undrafted, and then he was at Jags rookie training camp. Don't know where he's at right now. I haven't talked to you in a bit. Hopefully you doing well, my dog. Uh, some of my guys are in college football right now. My dog Cam Edge, you at Eastern Michigan. You transferred out of Maryland, which it was props to you when you was at Maryland. I saw you play a couple times. Uh, Hopefully you're doing well at Eastern Michigan right now. I know you when you transferred it was like a long process, so there's that. My dog, my dog Wayne Knight at JMU. You getting your flowers, you getting your shine. That's my dog, my fellow RB. My dog Yamir, his brother. He was also at JMU. He's now at SMU, and he's been balling, bro. Shout outs to you, my dog. You feel me? I mean, you got everything going for you right now, man. So just keep your head up. Let's keep this rolling. I think you sophomore. So hey, so big junior season will be loading once, cause you already got a good sophomore season go, but hey, junior season finna be a highlight, bro. It's finna be a movie. I already know it. So let's keep that rolling. I would say some of my other guys, they're at lower colleges, but they're still playing well
Oh
for our
yeah, my
juniors.
boy, my basketball boy. Hey, keep up the good work. I don't know if you're gonna transfer out or not because I know you're in that D3, so I don't know what you're gonna do. Just keep balling. Just like
Facts.
everybody keep balling, really. You
Yeah,
you
all
do what
my
you
people
do.
keep balling, bro. Like it's a process.
It really
I
is.
couldn't make. I was in the process, but I only did it for 1 year because I got injured. But hey, man, process is a process. Y'all know I'm gonna support y'all no matter what.
We will. We
I
will.
got some of y'all jersey. Granted, Debo, I got your South Carolina jersey.
Ashton, I'm in the process of
Cam, I
getting your
got
jersey,
your
so
Cam, I got your Maryland. Wayne, I still got I got your JMU, but like that was when you was 25, not number 3. Same thing with Yamir, my boy Yamir. I got your JMU. I'm gonna pick up your SMU jersey though. Best believe that I'm gonna pick that drone up. But like, yeah, man, all my dogs, I'm tapped in with y'all, man.
like, hey. And then
Like,
speaking of which, Ashton's brother, hey, big dog, I'm rooting for you and your Bengals. I know, granted, I don't speak much about it because I know he's still in that practice squad, but hey, way to get reps though. Way to push your boys
yeah,
TCU to the natty. I know you played really hard that year. So like way to push your boys that year. Way to, push yourself to that. Granted, I was not able to see you play, but hey, wherever, because I still see you in the practice squad roster for the Bengals. So, brother, keep pushing. You know that
keep
your time
working,
is
man.
coming. And granted, by the time you get that jersey, I'm getting it. It might be too big on me, but screw it. Support family. Support family. Even though I don't know you personally, I just know that you are a big process for Ashton. So, might as well support the family tree. Support everybody that you can support, really.
Yeah, and my dog, Eric Eric Dorsey, man. I know you at Dell State. You know what I mean? You play wide receiver, and I told you this. And when I told you this, like I text you this when I saw your commitment. Learn as much as you can from DJ. Obviously, he's not your positions coach, but he played wide receiver for our favorite team. Learn as much as you can. Right? I get you're a freshman. You probably not seen the field as much, but man, I know you got potential to make it to the league. I've seen you play. I helped out a little bit, not a lot. I helped out with you a little bit. Obviously, that's not really my forte. I, I'm not a receiver, but man, you got all the potential in the world right now. Obviously, I know you want to keep being there at Del State, but bro, if you got opportunity, take it, bro. For real, take every opportunity you can get. 'Cause you never know when this thing can end.
You really don't.
Mine ended early, for, but hey, keep this going. I'm rooting for all my dogs. And
I
I'm waiting. The moment y'all hit the league, hey, I'm tapped in. Even if it's for a team I hate, I'll get your jersey.
I'll get
I
it.
won't rock it like that. I won't rock it like that because it's for a team I hate. But if it's for a team I hate, but hey, man, I'ma still rock with you.
Well, in that regards of everything, we'll wrap it up right here. Be on the lookout for this Saturday at 6:30 for this episode to go up. I got the YouTube channel live. Everything is all
Check out
tapped
the
up.
IG and TikTok. Same thing. Film study with Raf and Ajax. You feel me? And again, we might go live
We
during that
might.
Michigan Ohio State game. We might go live. So stay tuned though, because we might post sometimes during that game. You feel me? But again, we'll see because it's gonna be it's gonna be hectic at our watch party, man.
It is because, I'm probably, because knowing our best friend, he's a, like, when we went to the Knicks game, he had a whole Knicks gear on. So knowing what he's about to do for this Ohio State game, it's about to be crazy. And then most of his fans are also Ohio State fans. I'm the only Michigan person there. So since I'm gonna be the only Michigan
Nah,
person there, it's
I'm
about to
just
be.
chilling, bro. I'm gonna be neutral, but again, like I said, I'm gonna root for Ohio State because I hate Michigan. So yeah, you gonna be on your own, fam.
I'm on my own, so it'll be real funny to see the whole watch party. You know, I don't want to hear nothing when my boys win. When my boys win, it'll be real funny trying to see everybody talk some stuff when who was right? Big Blue. Big Blue. Come on with it.
Yeah, I guess he had die hard, but at the same time he casual, so whatever. He ain't tapped in like me for real.
Hey, I'm sorry if we're freshmen. So yes, I do want to get attached to our players, while also I'm scared of the transfer portal. So why get attached now, right? And then next thing you know, right, they leave, and then right when they leave, they low key, go to a rival team, or even worse, they decide to stay with us, but they have a career-ending injury, but they were balling out their freshman year.
Hey
So
man, we got some spots open this next year at Penn State. You feel me? We got some spots open. We got a decent amount of seniors. You feel me? So like, hey,
you stay away. You stay
some
away.
spots open
You
for
stay
if y'all
away.
want to
You
come through.
stay,
You feel me?
stay away.
I
Stay
I know I'm not
away.
with Penn
Stay
State.
away.
Like
Stay
I know I'm not
away.
at Penn State, but like, hey, I could recruit for real. So, AL Penn State, get some people. I know there's gonna be some people in that transfer portal,
Stay
or like
away.
that might look to transfer. Hey,
Stay
you might need to
away.
tap in, especially
Stay,
Michigan. They
stay
already know
away.
they gonna get some PT here. You feel me? Come on, man. Let's tap in with your boy. And
Why you
also,
gotta be in the same
my
conference? Stay
also my
away.
dog James Franklin. Like I said, I got years of eligibility left. Or if you want me bringing you on staff, if I wouldn't mind. You
Stay
feel me?
away.
I said James Franklin, my dog. What you? I know you have Virginia Tech, bro. Again, shout out to you. You gave me my only my one chance to play college football. I knew I was not going to make it to the league.
Uh,
College football was going to be my only chance to actually play ball at another level. You gave me my chance, so I got a couple years of eligibility left. You still want a depth piece. I know I ain't gonna bring too much, but like if you also want me on that staff, I would be open to it as well. You feel me?
be
I
on that
always love
staff.
how you coach, and you my dog for real. So tap in. I still got your number, so I'm waiting. I still got that number, so I'm waiting. Saying no, but I hope you do well at Virginia Tech for the rest of this year, going into next year. You know, all love from me.
Hey,
Gave me my break. Well, just like that, like said, stay tuned for this
very
episode on
soon. Yeah,
Saturday.
Saturday, 6:30.
Wait, we gonna be posting more on IG and TikTok so we clip up the the episode from today, and then
Yeah.
that dropped on YouTube, and then also from this one as well. We're gonna clip this up and we're gonna post on IG. Hey man, tell some friends, have them tell some friends, and have them tell some more friends. Cause we locked in, man. We
We
finna
really are.
we
Even though technically
tuned
the
in,
first
locked
few,
in. Even
hey,
though we go off analytics and stats, we watch the game ourselves.
we do.
We like like we said, he played only high
High
school ball,
school.
but he's still knowledgeable to a certain extent. I played some only 1 year college ball. But like, hey
I'm
man,
cool being a
y'all
walk-in.
tap
I really
in.
don't mind. I got some talents in my under my boot. I'm okay with that.
I mean, yeah, you could walk on, but like, ooh, we'll see. Like I said, I still got couple years of eligibility. Don't think I'm gonna take them though, unless the opportunity is right. then again, I had a really bad injury, so it's really hard to come back from. Cause yeah, but stay tuned on our IG and
Stay
TikTok.
tuned. Yep, stay tuned till
Cause
6:30.
it's only up from here, man.
It really
And I'm
is.
telling you, we on our way up. Cause the future is bright. We on we young, bro. We young, we hungry. So, and like I said, we've been saying, leave comments, share our stuff, like it, whatever. I don't even care if you dislike it. You feel me? That will say a lot.
At
You
least you
don't
know,
even
like,
need to leave a comment half the time. Sometimes a dislike says a lot more. Whatever. Give us your hot takes. We'll talk about that a lot
I mean,
more.
playoff time is around, so there will be more hot takes. There will be more deep
Whatever
dives
takes
into.
y'all got, it don't matter, man. It don't matter if it's college football, college basketball, NBA, NFL. You know what I mean? I'm. I mean, if you got any other stuff, like any other sport, we might talk about it. I mean, I know he's tapped in with some other sports. I'm tapping with other sports as well. I'm more tapped in with like F1, NASCAR, UFC, and boxing.
Hey,
That's kind of my
hockey.
forte outside of football and
Hockey is
basketball.
getting lit. Gotti, hey,
He's more
hockey is
tapped.
getting lit.
He's
Hey,
more
I just
tapped
got
into
one thing to
hockey,
say.
baseball, and all that.
I
So
just got
shout
one
out
thing to
to
say.
him.
If we got Tampa Lightning fans out there, fire your head coach. Your head coach is making horrible, questionable coaching on defense. What do you mean with, oh, you know what? That's for another day. Hockey fans, Tampa fans, just let me know. Do you think, right, your Tampa Lightning's head coach to be fired? Please let me know because I'm in the urge of just going on a whole Instagram slander of getting their head coach fired. Okay, he's making questionable coaching. How are you gonna be a playoff team to not being a team that's questionable to be tanking? So please, Tampa Lightning fans, let me know what you have to say, please. Cause this dude, that dude is actually getting on my nerves. I'm not even gonna. We don't got time. So just Tampa fans, please let me know. Should your head coach be fired? Please let me know. Please.
Just like that, man. Episode 7 done and over with. Like we keep saying, tap in, lock in. You feel me? This has been Film Study with Raph and Ajax. We're gonna be back with you for another episode next Wednesday.
All right,
We
brothers.
litty.
We
We
lit.
out.